Raider Nation, what's going on? You're watching the Raiders Report, and it's Friday, which means it's time for some happy hour. Hopefully, y'all ready to get your weekend kicked off the right way with myself, Mitchell Renz here from Chat Sports, and then the best man in all of showbiz. Some people call him Jeremy. His good friends call him Beedling, but his best friends call him Chuggs. Alex has a toy just like that. I swear to you. It's the same exact thing.
Let's go!
Hopefully everyone's having an amazing day, and hopefully everyone is ready to have a few drinks, talk a little Raiders, and get the weekend started the right way. Huge shout out to everyone tuned in right now, and if you want to shout out here on the show, let's get some, El Loco, I like the idea. Let's get some corn cobs going right now. Corn cobs, Jackie. Corn cobs. El Loco Uno 26, Juan Hernandez, Michael Hyde, Vincenzo Peoples. If you're like, Mitch, I don't even know how I can find a corn cob. I can literally picture my dad right now flipping through his phone and being like, I don't know how to find it. He's typing corn. It's not showing up.
Corn!
Yeah, it's a disaster. So, because of that, if you also want to predict how many wins for the Raiders this season, I'll give you some shout-outs for that as well. Will Thompson, John Brady, did you see the tweet that I just put out? John, you have to see the tweet. If you haven't checked it out yet, man, it's unbelievable to me. It's so cool. Huge shout-out to Brian Darr. Lynn Moss, Steel Savage Cage, Isaac Hernandez, Raider Joe 70, Bo. We got Rebel Montana, Martin, Corn. All right, that's... I get it, Martin. I get it. Academy, we got Henry Posado, Raver Rebel, Ron S. Giovanni Tejada, Howie Longway. You know what? Speaking of Longway, I got Longzon on today. Longzon. Oh, Borelli, Chuggs, always hyped for the corn.
I've never not hyped for corn, John.
I mean, I'll tell you this. I'm worried for my body when it's the random day that we're live and we go to that website that we go to and it's National Corn Day. I will be worried for my body. And you too. It'd be bad.
Where are you going to put that?
Oh, man. And always remember, if you want to get your Josh McDaniels Eats Corn the Long Way shirt, you can get it at chatsports.com/corn. One of the things that I always love doing this show. You create inside jokes, and just like any good friend base, there are inside jokes that are created. We were live during NFL free agency. Somehow, Josh McDaniels Eats Corn the Long Way gets brought up. Then we start talking about more and more corn. And then you see Mookie Betts, Raider fans, holding up signs of people eating corn the long way. But this, to me, is on a whole nother level. So Brian Darr sent this picture to Jeremy and I, and it's his kids. And in the tweet, he says, my kids have been wanting to play with corn, and they yell, John Borelli! Bang! That is the ultimate thing I think you could ever imagine as a content creator. Can we get some John Borelli bangs in the chat for Brian Darr, raising them the right way? David Zahn in the chat. Lynn Moss says, I love that. Oh, man, that is really freaking cool. So it is happy hour. We will be breaking down some of the latest Raiders rumors, I'm sure. I know we're going to get questions on Tom Brady. I know we're going to get questions on rookie minicamp. So if you want, you can always use the hashtag Raiders or Super Chat. Get those questions, comments on the show. But here's the happy hour special. I'm going to be honest with y'all. My family, my grandmother, we have a family FaceTime that I have to do. And in order for me to make that time, I have to leave today by 5:30. So I'm going to put everything...
Central time.
Central time. I'm going to do... Yeah, people are like Pacific time. Like, there we go. We got all day. I'm going to put my body on the line for the next 2 hours and 20 minutes. That's what's going to happen. So every 100 likes, we're spinning the wheel. We're 25 likes away right now from the first wheel spin. Every $5 super chat, we'll take a drink for... Every 20, we had a huge party, and if you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw me dumping sake down Chuggs' throat. Well, we got some sake, and I don't know how to pronounce it, So I'll just do this. And again, it's a green bottle, so it's going to look very clear. Ozeki sake.
So basically, our boss.
I don't know.
Our boss bought a lot of sake.
Too much.
So we had like 2 bottles left over, and if you want to, it's not a normal margarita that we have today. If you want to show them that, Mitch.
Correct.
We have Japanese margaritas.
So again, we went. You can kind of see there's like a little bit of fruit.
We might have to mix that up, actually.
Yeah, we'll mix it up. So essentially, what the margarita waterfall is, instead of me chugging a beer, we're just gonna go face to this. Or maybe I'll pour it in a boot. We'll figure it out. And I'm just going to do a waterfall margarita. From what I understand, James told me there's, I believe he said, it's probably like 20 shots of tequila in here. I don't know if we're going to be able to finish all that, but hey, it is what it is. We're going to have a good time. And whoever is the MVP of today's show, we talked about it a little bit yesterday, and we had a few Raider fans that were making fun, so we had some audio issues. And for those that don't know, this is a different headset. Oh, man, let's go. This is a different headset. So far, Sean Martinez is the MVP. And this is the very first headset I ever had here at Chat Sports. I have had it.
God.
I have had this since I started working here at Chat Sports. Whoever is the MVP, I'm going to sign this, and you are going to get the first ever headset, the only headset that I have ever worn here at Chat Sports. Right now. We got 2 people in the running. First one's rolling in from Sean Martinez. Bang!
And wait,
oh, wait.
What was that?
Wait, did you hear that?
Yep.
Wait, can you tell them to come in for me?
Yeah.
Send them in?
Yep, come in.
Perfect. This one's coming in from Patrick B. Bang! Let's go. Howie Longway said, we're breaking records today.
Woo!
We're breaking records today. I don't think I've ever drank out of the large boot. Well,
how does it pour?
I'll be honest. I don't know how this pours yet. Well, that shocked. Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
Okay. All right, okay.
Is that how it goes?
Yeah.
Really? You guys can't even see what I'm doing.
Oh!
Artino! Reverse bang. Bang! Oh, man. We are off the rocker already. This one goes out to Sean Martinez.
Tracy, you want to come get some of this marg?
Patrick B.
Let's go.
We're out of here at 5:30.
Get some of this marg. Get some of this marg.
Yep, that's mold. We should probably clean that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of mold on the bottom of that boot. They're not going to be able to. Oh, yeah, you can see it. Yeah, it's moldy. We should probably clean that. But, hey, you win some and you lose some.
That was a loss.
Woo! Yeah, we're going to have to get a new boot. It's.
Put it back in the way it was. I got you.
So if you want, you just got to tickle it. If you just. Yeah, wait. All right, yeah, you're on. Also, dude, yeah, apparently I drink dirty boots.
Bang!
That was so.
John Borelli said, "My son, Dad."
So what was funny was, I don't know if okay, check this out. We just showed them this picture. Read this. So one of our viewers, Brian Darr, said, we have our play corn. They say, John Borelli bang. Let them know since that's one of our viewers has corn for their kids to play with, and they yell, John Borelli bang.
So good, dude. So
Holy shit. You can't make it up. You can't make it up. How's everyone doing today? Oh man, I'll tell you what, that margarita's strong.
Ooh.
That's gonna get you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's sake and tequila. That is sake and tequila.
Whew. What up, Kathy? What up, Martin? If you want a shout out here on the Raiders Report, let's get some Raiders going in the chat. Zon's got the throw up emoji in. Zon's got the puke emoji in. Shout out to the nation.
That's gonna
kick my. I'm in trouble.
That's a spicy meatball.
I'm in trouble.
That is a spicy meatball.
So coming up here on today's Raiders Report. Hang on a second. I gotta. Hey, can somebody grab me my decals and Sharpie? Oh, I gotta get. I'll be here. We're good. We got to add a few people to the Boot Hall of Fame. And right now our MVP is Artino. Let's roll through some Super Chats coming in here on the Raiders Report. Larry DM, Chargers went too far and made it personal with that Mad Max meme. F the Chargers. Yeah, I'm going to need a lot more than that. I appreciate it, though. Nope. Say that again? In my little side pocket. Trizzy, can you grab me a beer?
Yeah, the Chargers were taking shots at everybody though.
Yeah, they were.
I looked at I watched a TikTok of basically all the Easter eggs in there. They made fun of the Lions players for the gambling thing.
Yeah,
they did.
I mean, but if you're social media, your job is to get people to talk about it. Thank you. Like. Also, every $5 super chat we get today, it's happy hour. Your job as a social media company is to get them to talk about you. And if the fact that we're talking about their social media, it's why every single company that works in sports should have somebody that only does social media.
Yeah, you want to know about the biggest frauds from yesterday? The 49ers social media team not only didn't make a video, didn't make a graphic, all they did was post a link to their website, and they didn't even have the schedule right whenever they did it. They only had 2 games on there.
That's unbelievable.
Like, whoever's running the 49ers social media team is either A, the son or daughter of somebody who works for the team already, or is just awful at their job. Those are the only 2 explanations I have for it, Mitch.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, I know sometimes Mark Davis sends out tweets for the Raiders. Like, there's been a few, I'll call them controversial tweets among media people. And Mark was like, yeah, I sent out the tweet. Like, I'm not going to fire myself. So maybe that is the case in some situations. But I agree. If your job is to only do social media, and when I think about schedule releases here, I would say schedule release for social media, that's their Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like, the amount of time, the amount of effort, everything that they put into that video, it's really, I mean, it's the biggest thing that they do all year. And they just can't quite get it right. Let's go to
Scoob,
my second or third favorite dog.
Ruh-roh. Drink for the nation, Mitch. Been subbed since before Gruden became head coach.
Wow.
Glad I got to meet you in Vegas. Also, we always accept an FAB.
Oh, dude, always accept an FAB. And for people who maybe have never, met me in person before, Jeremy Chuggs and I, we're going to be out in Las Vegas June 10th. Put it on your calendar right now. June 10th, big-time Raiders event at Barcode Burgers. I can't give you too much information because I don't have all the logistics yet, but it's going to be tons of Raiders players. Some other content creators is there as well. But, man, around since before Gruden, I can remember when the Raiders hired Gruden, 10 years, $100 million contract. It's probably right when I first started using this headset. Raiders Report once a week, Tuesday live. That was it. We've come a long way. We've come a long way. Scoob, You're such a good boy. Let's go to a cat a monkey. Zeus, real one for life. Congrats on the engagement and a very loud Raiders.
Sake shot. Sake shot. Sake shot. Sake shot.
I'm actually gonna.
Shot.
So I was hoping we had chopsticks because I wanted to do some sake bombs. I'm a little worried because the sake that we had at the company event, that shit was strong. So to a cat a monkey, thank you, Alex. Cheers on our engagement.
Sake! 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 Hey-oh! Cannonball! Cannonball coming!
Oh, man. That tastes like sakis. Dirty sakis is what that tastes like.
The worst jelly bean flavor.
Oh, man. Honestly, if they made a jelly bean that tastes like sake, I don't know if I'd like it.
Sake bomb, sake bomb, sake.
Let's go to
Bomb.
Miggy. He said, let's drink, let's have a good time. The biggest role of Raiders happy hour is this. I get that some people, their job might not consist of doing some of the things that we do. However, Raider Nation is a family, it's a friend base, it's just people trying to get together and have a good time. The Raiders Report is all about bringing that Oakland feel, that Las Vegas feel to your television, your phone, wherever you watch this content. And if I'm taking a drink, if Chuggs is taking a drink, all I ask that you do when you have a time, drink with us. If you want to turn us into a drinking game, I'm cool with that as well. Miggy, you're a real one. All right, y'all, so tell me down in the comments right now, for this season, would you rather beat the Chiefs twice or win a playoff game? So type Chiefs or playoffs. What would you rather do? There was a debate at the Chat Sports Studios that you guys would choose to beat the Chiefs twice. I said, no way.
Let's see.
I said,
I
here's the thing, though. Here's the thing what I got to say. If you win a playoff game, you lose to Kansas City twice. I got to put that out there.
Yeah.
You're losing to Kansas City twice, or you're going to win a playoff game. What are you going with? I said playoffs. And I'm glad that y'all have my back. I'm glad that y'all have my back. Because I got y'all's. Playoffs, duh. I know. That's what I said.
B-Rape said twice to Mahomes. F that.
Though I did have a few people hit me with, beat the Chiefs twice, and then get Caleb Williams or Drake May. Go 2-14. 2-15.
Would you be okay with that? If the only two games you won in the season were against the Chiefs.
Here's the thing. If the Raiders have the number 1 overall pick, if they have the number 2 overall pick, if it's still McDaniels and Ziegler, which I don't think it would be, if it was still McDaniels and Ziegler, I don't know if they would take a quarterback.
No way they would not.
I don't know if I have the confidence in them as an organization to take the QB. If the rumors are true that they were looking at a Paris Johnson Jr. at the number 7 overall pick, but he was taken before him at number 6, Paris Johnson Jr. is a good player. But if that's true, if that report by Peter King is true, I don't trust this organization to be able to make the evaluation on the prospects that they're supposed to be able to do. It's wild to me. It's wild to me.
Wild one.
Let's go to the next super chat rolling in here. And then after we get through these supers, I think what we're going to end up doing is getting to our Raiders record prediction. And then, hey, we can let our hair down here a little bit. What did y'all think about our schedule release video? And T-Pain in the video was cool to me as well. I mean, I thought it was cool that they had Ice Cube.
Thought it was okay.
I thought that it was cool, that they had T-Pain in it. But if you go to my Twitter, I ranked every single schedule release video. And the Raiders, I think I had it like 27. To be honest, you go look at a lot of other videos, the Raiders was, 27th is bad, right? Like, it's definitely below average. In fact, the best Raiders release video I saw, if you guys haven't, go to Samoan Raiders Instagram, go to his social media. That was better than the Raiders one. He did like his own little remix. Samoa is one of the funniest dudes I've ever said. He also taught me what oos means. So shout out to Big Oos. You got to go check out the video. I also shared it on my IG. Shit was actually
fire.
Actually, fire.
Best one in my opinion. Titans.
Oh, dude, it wasn't close. Titans was not close.
Drunk people on Broadway.
Yeah, man, it was
great.
I see some people asking about the Brian Darr tweet. Borelli, I tagged you in it, but judging by...
He got it.
Oh, okay.
I saw him.
If you guys want to see the tweet, but judging by Borelli's Twitter, he doesn't use Twitter often. It's John Borelli and then a phone number afterwards. I don't know if it's a phone number, John. If it is, you should definitely change it right now. Honestly, we should call it is what we should do. Mitch and Chuggs, you two need to come to the Raiders-Buffalo game. Ah, man, I wish I could. I got a lot of family that are Buffalo Bills fans, so believe me, I would love to do that. And I've always said if there's one fan base, okay, one fan base that I think fits my personality, second to Raider Nation, is Bills Mafia. Bills Mafia knows how to get down. A Raider Nation, Bills Mafia tailgate, I would just go for the tailgate. I don't need to be there for the game. Only for the tailgate. All right, we got another question here. For the season, would you rather have the number 1 overall pick in 2024 or make the playoffs? You have the number 1 overall pick, or would you rather make the playoffs? I'll give you my answer, and then I'll also give you another rebuttal, because I was hit with this kind of scenario in a very interesting thing, right? Like, would I like to make the playoffs? Yes. I'm telling you right now, if the number 1 overall pick means I'm getting Caleb Williams or Drake May, I'll take that.
Well, that's exactly what it means.
Hopefully. That's hopefully what it means. No, I'll take Drake May and Caleb Williams. If you have the number 1 or number 2 overall pick and you don't take one of those 2 quarterbacks, because this says make the playoffs. Doesn't say win a playoff game. At this point, you get Caleb Williams, you get Drake May. That's going to help you for 10 to 15 years. If you have the number 1 or number 2 overall pick next year, and you don't take one of the quarterbacks, you're an idiot.
Your franchise should just be shut down. They should just open a franchise in England or in Mexico City. Your franchise is done. No more. You're just malpractice.
I'll say this, though. Let's say Raiders have number 1 overall pick, okay? Cardinals are at 2. They really want Caleb Williams. Do you give up the number 1 pick to go back to number 2?
If you feel like Drake May is right there, then yes.
Okay.
But you make them give you their next 4 first-round picks. And I'm not even exaggerating.
Artino says, you can always move up. You can, but if you're, in the 19s, 20s, for you to go up to 1 or 2 to get one of those guys, I would imagine the price for that's like 3 first round. It's probably your next. It's all your picks in the next 3 drafts.
Yeah, David's on. He said if we make the playoffs, we should just sell the farm for one of those guys. The other thing is, if you have the number 1 or number 2 overall pick, chances are your quarterback sucks. Why would you give up the chance to get
Arizona's the interesting team.
Why would you give up the chance to get Caleb Williams or Drake May?
Arizona would be the interesting team. You just gave Kyler Murray a boatload of money. If they have the number 1 overall pick, you think they go quarterback?
They took a quarterback in the top 10 and then took another quarterback the very next year.
I know. And that proved to be the right thing because Josh Rosen was cheeks. But, hey, it's interesting, man. We got 412 people watching Chuggs. I've been doing a bad job keeping track of the light counter. So we owe a wheel spin. And how about this? If we get to 200 likes by the time that wheel is done spinning, it's going to count as an extra 2. Sound good? If we get 50 more likes, no matter what, we'll do one. But if it gets to that before that wheel's done spinning, I'll give you another one. Here we go. Get up here. Get up here. Let's go. Oh, please be a jelly bean from Zahn. If we make the playoffs, we sell the farm for one of those guys. That's the best scenario. I just don't think that you're going to be able to sell the farm for him. Like, if you had the number 20 overall pick, I'll step out of the way. If you had the number 20 overall pick and one of those quarterbacks is up there, I just don't really believe that you're going to be able to get one of those guys because of how much it's going to cost. Like, it would legit cost like Max Crosby, Devontae Adams, and a first-round pick. Would you do that to get Caleb Williams or Drake May? That's a lot, man. If you're like in the 19s. Those two quarterbacks are going to be the two highest, probably the top two quarterbacks since. Yeah? Wow. Oh, this guy is drippy. Oh, let's go. How we doing? What is a Chuggs giddy? A gritty. That dance that you just saw was a gritty, Howie. People are like, if you don't know what a gritty is, you got to wake up with the times, man. Somebody Google gritty. Look it up. Yeah, go on Firefox. If you got to ask Jeeves, whatever you got to do, look up the gritty. Look up the gritty. All right, man. Who's ready to get into our Raiders 2023 prediction video? What Chuggs and I did. Zahn said I'm old. I was wondering, too. You ever see the dance that Justin Jefferson always does when he scores a touchdown? That one? That's the gritty. So coming up here on the Raiders Report, we got a record prediction. So I'm going to go through every single game here for the Silver and Black and give you a score for every one. Then after that, it's going to be mailbag time here, so you can use hashtag Raiders or you can super chat. And then let's get happy hour started. I got to get out of here in about 2 hours. So if y'all want to get weird in 2 hours, I'm here to get weird. What do you got?
Breaking news.
Wow, this is big.
The sale of the Commanders is official. We are statement from Dan Snyder and Tanya Snyder. We are pleased to have reached an agreement for the sale of the Commanders franchise with Josh Harris, an area native, and his impressive group of partners. We look forward to the prompt completion of this transaction and to rooting for Josh and the team in the coming years.
Time to celebrate. I mean, Dan Snyder's got to be one of the worst human beings ever. Dan Snyder is gone. Yeah, I think you might be right on that. Good for Washington. He's gone. All right, if you could name any other owner of a team to sell their team, who would it be? New Jersey Devils. Okay, that's interesting. I mean, I know some Eagles fans probably might not like that, or some people from Philly, but, I mean, good for him. You got to have a shit ton of money not only to own a single professional sports franchise, but then, yeah. And Magic Johnson.
Magic Johnson is one of the people in the group to buy the Commanders. So Magic Johnson now part owner of the Washington Commanders.
Dude, good for Magic. Oh, man, good for Magic. Also, 10 likes away. Can we get one more wheel spin before our record prediction video? I think we can do it. I believe in you guys. I have faith. I know it can be done. I know it can be done. How about this, Chuggs? Can you put the wheel up on screen so I can actually see what you have prepared for us today during our Friday happy hour show? I'll also say this. We got Chuggs Gritty, Mitch Slap, which means I get slapped. Chuggs Karaoke, Chuggs sings. Chuggs Shot, he takes a shot. Mitch Shot, I take a shot. Mitch Marg, yikes. That's dangerous. Margarita for me. Chuggs Margarita, Mitch Gritty, that's on the wheel. We did hit 200 likes, but before you spin, all right, F me.
What were you going to say?
It's fine. Here we go. Ah, shit. Oh, man. Go get the hefty plates. Yeah, this is going to be some payback. My ears are going to be ringing. Can't wait. What I was going to say is this. I am actually going to Cancun next week. It's my first vacation that I've ever had here at Chat Sports that's longer than a week. I will be gone from the 17th until the 24th. But don't worry, Chuggs and I have put in some extra time this week. Yeah, I see Rebel saying karma from yesterday. Yep, oh, I know. Prepare the shovel from Martin. What did you say?
Don't look at what they're saying.
Uh-oh. It was down there. Where is Chug Slap? Oh. Touche. He took it off. He took it off the board. No, but what I was saying is Chuggs and I put in some extra time this week, so while I'm gone from the 17th to the 24th, you guys will still get a video every single day. However, there will be no Friday happy hour next week. There also will be no Thursday live show, but there will be a Tuesday live show, and then the following Tuesday, for the first time in 5 years, we won't do a Raiders live on Tuesday. Just to be fully transparent with y'all, I'm going on vacation with Alex and her family. We're going to celebrate the engagement. It's been something that we've been planning, so hopefully y'all can understand that a little bit. But my promise will always be you guys will get a video every day. I will keep that promise, and you will get a video every day. In terms of the slap, we'll see. There's only, what do you got? Why is Petey in here? Wait, you're not going to slap me?
No, he's worried about his little right hand.
He's worried about his little right hand. I mean, Jack slaps.
Are you okay? I'm blocking. With Tom Brady partially owning the Raiders. Yeah.
I mean, if that means more wins, I'm good with it.
Yeah.
Right? Right? Like
the only pushback I'm gonna make is the GOAT of the NBA, Michael Jordan, owns a team.
and that's bad.
That doesn't make them really good. So I
True.
think there's a lot of people who probably are like, well, they got to be super good now, right? Tom Brady's involved. Doesn't look
I'll tell you what, I haven't heard that side of the argument.
Like, for example, like you guys aren't gonna like.
And now the tuxedos seem a little less cool.
Yeah. You guys know this well. Like, at the time for Denver, getting John Elway was like getting their Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Disaster.
Yeah.
Really. Sorry, disaster's a strong word, but like.
That's true. They did win a Super Bowl.
Like I said, they won a Super Bowl.
But
At
that's
the same time, like they won a Super Bowl, but not because of Elway drafting Peyton Manning. They got Peyton free agency, got a good defense, but it looked like Elway missed 9 times for every one hit. Yeah.
Somebody said, how about some Raiders gear for Petey? I mean, this is just Petey working, right? Like, Petey's doing his job. He asked to get slapped. Imagine you just hanging out, whatever you do, and now you got to slap somebody.
I'm slapping.
Yep.
Do you have a preference? Left, right?
Well, this is my good side.
Or good side? Okay. As hard as you can. Oh, okay. No, you're fine. No, get his good side. Get his good side. It's better for the camera, too.
Oh, my God.
That kind of.
I'm not going to lie.
He told me to swing as hard as possible. This is Jeremy's ball. Lockjaw?
No,
Can I pop your ear?
pop it.
Oh, do this. Do this.
All right, Petey. The only thing that's fair, since you came in and you volunteered to slap Mitch, how much to slap our Broncos host Petey right now?
I don't know if you can hear that, but
But Jeremy now wants to know how much for me to get slapped after I took time out of my day, my busy work day, to come slap Mitchell.
All right, I gotta-
How much was it to have you get slapped?
we just spun the wheel, and it landed on that. How about this? I'll make you a better
usually-
deal.
On Cowboys, it's usually 50.
I'll make you a deal. 50 for me to slap Petey, our Broncos host, or a 51 for that type of shit for Petey to slap Chuggs.
I like that. But it must be 51 on the dot. Okay.
We are the New York Knicks. We are the New York Knicks.
I have a deal for some Raider Nation people out
Oh,
there.
God.
We'll be live on Knicks in less than 2 hours. That's 120 minutes for the minutes crowd. Every $83 super chat that comes in on Knicks, I'm doing a beer shot fund, and we're doing it for Darren Waller.
Somebody tell Grandma I'm going to be late. Marsh and Jeremy are the two instigators here at Chat Sports.
That is not true.
It's 100% fact.
Name one time I've instigated.
Astros anything.
That's not true.
Every day, you're the pot stirrer. You and Marsh are the pot stirrers here at Chat Sports. Always stirring it up.
I beg to differ.
I'm telling you. You're the pot stirrer. Jack is raising his hand. You just can't see it. He agrees with me.
Oh my God. So I put this on as I left. What was the kind of vibe.
So hear me out with this. Hear me out with this. Petey made a good point where he was like, well, first I'll start. I said, if it leads to more wins, I don't care. Like legitimately, if the Raiders win more football games, I don't care. However, Petey said everybody thought when Michael Jordan took over the Bobcats, or whatever the hell their name was when they first started the Hornets, don't even know at this point, that they were going to be good. They've been a disaster in the NBA, right?
Yeah.
However, then he said the whole John Elway thing, which you were here for.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a two-way thing, right? It's for the Raiders. It's a risk. You hire Tom Brady and you don't win. I actually think that there are going to be Raider fans that the diehard fans will never leave, but the fringe Raider fans might, and that scares me. I mean, again, I know what this fan base is. I know the diehards are the diehards. It doesn't matter what it is. You're going to stick around because that's what family does. But there's a lot of floaters out there, right? Like the whole Derek Carr situation that I learned was there's more Derek Carr fans than Raider fans, which there was a difference. Heck, there's a guy that has a YouTube show. He does the exact same thing. So I can understand.
Doesn't he cover the Saints now?
Yeah. Really bad reception, though. I think it's Dial-Up Willie or something like that. Something.
Yeah.
But overall, there are people who, say that they're Raider fans, but they're really not. And then there's the diehards. I'd be worried if you brought in Brady and then you didn't win games. That would have the people like Dial-Up ship and ship. So, are you okay with Tom Brady partially owning the Raiders? Let me know. Somebody said Howie Long. I do think Howie Long would actually be a pretty cool owner. Howie Long I could get on board with. All right, y'all. We got 440 people watching right now. Who's ready to get into a Raiders record prediction video? And then after that, let's let our hair down here a little bit. Let's let the hair down a little bit. Special deals, though, while I am recording this record prediction. Today's happy hour special is this. Every 100 likes, we will do a wheel spin. Every $5 super chat that we get, take a drink, 20 for sake, 100 for margarita waterfall.
Well, now we have a
new MVP. Hang on a second. Hey, is Trace out there? You know what? It was worth a shot. You know what? We're going to go reverse style.
This one. Rolling in.
Oh, wait, no. We got to do it the right way. Brian Darr style. You ready? This one's coming in from John Borelli. Bang! John Borelli. Bang!
Let's go!
Brian Darr, you and your daughter are the absolute legends. Keep rocking them.
The real ones get it.
Oh, man. If you don't get it, you got to show the pic. So, again, Brian Darr posted this on Twitter, tagged Chuggs and I, and said that his kids, shout out to Brian first off for getting them corn to play with, which, talk about a toy that you're like, if you told me right now, hey, Mitch, your future kids, they're going to play with corn, I don't know if I'd believe you. Husker Raiders like, this is every day, right? Like, this is something that happens every day. And they yell, John Borelli bang. That's as cool as it gets, man. So shout out to Borelli for being an absolute legend. And shout out to Brian Darr for being a great dad. This is awesome. This is awesome. All right, you know what?
Let's get some margarita waterfalls going.
Let's get some margarita waterfalls going. You know what also I think is funny? Borelli only sends in 2 hundos. I don't know if you ever noticed that. He's winning by 2. So right now, our new MVP is John Borelli. For those that don't know, whoever is the MVP of today's live stream wins my Raiders Report headset. My Raiders Report headset that I have had since the very first day here at Chat Sports. I have not replaced it. You guys got to do it that way from now on, Kimberly. Kimberly, I promise you this. The John Borelli bangs will only be like that. Bangity bang, is that a bang, bang, bangity bang. YouTube broken. No, Borelli literally said that he can't send in anything else besides that. Which I'm like, how does that make sense? Because you sent in a 2, but hey. All right, are you going first or am I?
I don't care. You want to go first?
All right, yeah, let's do it. Or is this a you slap, me slap situation where it lands on me, but you're actually the one doing it? I'll tell you what.
Definitely sake and tequila. That's actually good point. Let's get a good mixing.
Dude. That's going to be trouble. I'm already sweating. I don't know if you guys can see. I don't know if you guys can see how bad I'm sweating right now.
Also,
Oh, I know.
I'm not going to say anything.
Well, I was going to say it part of the deal, but then Borelli got crazy. So the other deal that we have is because I have the long Zahn jersey on, you guys know the deal. You know the deal. You ready? Oh, good, sir. Oh, good, sir. Thank you, sir. May I please have another? Dude, you know what that reminded me of? You know what that I saw a video / picture thing.
I got some down my chest. This one coming in from David Long Zon. Bang!
Oh, man. I had it ready. Oh, I did Bud Light because that's what David would have wanted. Oh, I did it because I know that's what Zahn would have wanted. Okay, then. Everybody shout out to David Longzone. The second.
We were thinking for a second, we're like, it's not going to happen.
Zahn said, Chuggs can do my intro anytime.
Did you like that? I had to do an extended one because you were drinking.
Yeah, I
so
appreciate that.
I needed like the NBA intro of like announcing the players.
Yeah. Now, if Chuggs would have been doing the boot, it would have been David Zong Bang.
David Zong Bang.
Shout out to Mount Raider Moore legend.
Dude, that
And you know what? That margarita's strong.
that hits.
That margarita is real. I'll tell you this. That's like Rex MD stiff type of a margarita. Not a sponsor today.
Brian Darr, Emmeline says, Borelli! Bang!
Shout out to the 365 coming in here for Brian Darr. Also, my dad showing love to David Zahn.
Hey, is he going to be in the chat?
Who?
In the FaceTime?
No. He's not available. He's a busy man.
He's a simple kind of man.
Yeah, Dad, I'm talking to Aunt Lisa tonight, so I got a FaceTime. I told everyone here at work I got to be out by 5:30. Got to be out by 5:30 today, so I got another hour 45 to go.
Martin, if you know of one, I'd be down to do a gig.
What?
He said there's a wrestling gig with your name on it. I'd love to be a ring announcer for one show.
Show some love to Papa Renz. Show some love to David Zahn. So far today, we got a two-way race for MVP. In first place, John Borelli. Second place, Artino.
Third place, David Zahn.
Tie goes to Mount Raider Moore. I mean, yeah, it's on though. It's on. My math is it's a little bit slow. It's a little bit slow.
Well, I was gonna say 1 and 3 are both. So then, if they're both tied, then what do we do?
Who?
Number 1, Borelli. 2, Artino. 3, Zahn. You said Mount Raydamore gets the tie, but what if they're both in Mount Raydamore?
I'd probably give the tie to Zahn. And that's because he's been Mount Raider more longer. Like, again, first ever was Raider Ron. And then it was David Zahn. Like, those two guys, I really wish, and if you guys get time, go back and watch Raiders Reports videos from like 3 years ago. Because it was like 100 people watching, and it was Zahn and Ron making me just do like the dumbest shit possible. But also, we had a small team. So it was literally like only me. Like, Zahn can attest to this. And, dude, some of the challenges that I used to do, I mean, they were just unbelievable. And then we added more and more and more, especially from this season. Like, this season alone, we've added more to Mount Raydamore than what we have ever had. So it's no disrespect to John Borelli. Borelli knows that he is a chat sports legend around in these offices. But
he's somebody's dad.
I mean, Trace literally calls Borelli daddy. And but for what Zahn and Ron did for this YouTube channel, I will forever be in debt to both of them. So, Borelli, it's no love lost, but you got to respect your elders. And Zahn and Ron are the elders
just said,
here.
I'm daddy.
Daddy Borelli. Daddy Borelli. I don't want you to change your name to that, though, because then Brian Darr is not going to like that. Shout out to Trizzy. Shout out to all the legends in there. All right, y'all. How about you hit that like button right now if you're excited for some Raiders football. I don't know about y'all.
This is the coldie.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we're getting into the cut right now.
All right.
Reminder, these are the Super Chat specials right here, but we're going to be doing a cut. We're going to have Mitch's record prediction for the Raiders in 2023. We're doing a cut right now. If you send in a Super Chat, we'll get to it right after the cut's over.
So Howie Longway got the joke. Did you get the joke if Borelli changes his name to Daddy Borelli?
What?
Then Brian Darr's kids. Daddy Borelli! Bang! Brian, it's all love. Borelli, it's all love. Nation, it's all love. These are going to be the deals while I'm going through this show. And it's going to be wheel spin for every 100 likes. We're 50 likes away. $5 if you want to ask me a question. I would rather you ask me a question, and I'll take a drink. $20, ask me a question, and let's take some sake shots. $100 for a margarita waterfall. And okay, Artino, the brand new MVP. And whoever is the MVP gets my first ever headset that I wore here on the Raiders Report. We got some sake.
Oh, sake shot.
Dude, I'm not going to lie to you.
Sake shot!
I'm like third quarter Raiders Report regular season drunk right now.
Perfect time to do your record prediction.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong there. You're not wrong there. You're not wrong. Here we go. All right, let me get my shit together. Otis, you can still be a legend. You just got to watch the videos. Shout out to Queen Sarah Otto. Brian Darr's a legend. Brandon Jasper's a legend. Juan Hernandez watches this show all the frickin' time. Scott O'Brien is a loyal watcher.
Raider Rob 1969?
Absolutely a legend. Like, you don't have to be a legend to spend money. And, Zahn, Borelli, Artino, whoever's watching right now, please speak. Martin's a legend. Those guys do a lot of what they do. Like, I have a group chat at Mount Raydamore, and a lot of times they do what they do is because, sometimes people have a certain amount of money, but they also do it for everyone that tunes in to have a good time.
And obviously for some items, like Mitch's first headset, we do the MVP. But that's why we've tried to sprinkle in
Shout out to Paul.
That's why we try to sprinkle in giveaways and
lot more.
Raffles.
We've done a lot more giveaways. We've done a lot more raffles.
The reason why we do raffles is because not everybody can afford $100, $200, $300.
Mario's a real one.
$5 raffle ticket. That makes it a lot easier for people to get in and be able to get something.
King Sanchez always watching. Rebel Montana. He's in that tier right underneath Mount Raydamore. but he's working his way up. Rebel's name's been mentioned a few times in the Mount Raider More group chat. So, let's get in El Loco, Juan Hernandez, Robert Jansen. There we go. Those are the GOATs right there. Okay. Are you guys ready to get into my record prediction? I'm just warming up my arm. You ready? Chuggs, give me the thumbs up. At least I think that's a thumb. Let's get this thing going right now. If you're excited for some Raiders football, I want you to hit that like button right now. If some of you are like, well, Mitch, I don't know what the season's going to look like. How about this? If you're excited to party in Vegas, to hang out with Raider Nation, if you're excited just for football to be back, hit that like button right now. Raider Nation, what's going on? You're watching the Raiders Report, and coming up here on today's show, my Raiders 2023 record prediction. I am going to go through every single game for the Silver and Black from Week 1 all the way up to Week 18. I'm going to tell you who's going to win, who's going to lose. We're going to go through all the home games, all the away games, and I'm going to tell you what the final record is going to be in the last season, or in this season, with Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler. Jeremy Chuggs and I, we were live yesterday on the Raiders Report. And a reminder to watch all of our live shows, hit that subscribe button. But we went through the entire Raiders 2023 schedule. Week 1 against the Denver Broncos. You have beaten them 6 times in a row. Another road game against Buffalo. Your home opener Sunday Night Football against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Then you go to the road against the Chargers. Monday Night Football, you welcome the Green Bay Packers. Then you welcome the New England Patriots. You go to Chicago. You go to the Lions on Monday night, Week 9, versus the New York Giants. Week 10, Aaron Rodgers, how you doing in New York? Sunday Night Football. Dolphins, Chiefs, a little bit of a bye. And then you and the Vikings are actually coming off a bye. And then they're going to be playing against each other in Week 14. Chargers, Thursday night. Chiefs. Chargers home game. That's right. I saw the comments. Week 16, Chiefs on the road. Monday night football. Monday day football. It's middle of the day. At Colts, Broncos. That Chiefs game, by the way, is on Christmas. This season, the Raiders have 5 primetime games. The way that the NFL classifies a primetime game is you being in that primetime slot in terms of a night game. So technically, the NFL does not qualify Week 16 as a primetime game. But there's going to be 6 games where the entire world is watching. So how about this? Let's go right now down in the comment section. It's going to be a pinned comment on today's show. Predict the Raiders' record in 2023. You're about to get hit with the YouTube ad break. While that is happening, you might as well scroll on down and let me know your Raiders' record prediction for 2023. So it's Week 1 at the Broncos, and I can go back and I can remember the very first time it was Week 1. It was Monday Night Football. I went to my very first Raiders game at the Oakland Coliseum back in 2019, and the Raiders came away with a W. Well, guess what? 6 straight, let's make it 7 straight wins for the Raiders against the Donkeys. I got this one 27-20. The Raiders got a new regime to learn in terms of you're still trying to learn the offense, you're still trying to learn the defense. You got a brand new head coach as well. I do think Sean Payton is a good head coach, but are we 100% sold on Russell Wilson? Russell Wilson was one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL last season. This offense is going to be able to get it done against Denver in Mile High. Raiders get the win. We are 1-0. Let's go to Week 2. On the road against Buffalo. Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs. This is a tough matchup. And because of that, I have the Raiders getting the L. I will always respect Bills Mafia. I've always said if there's another fan base that can compete with Raider Nation, it's Bills Mafia. However, when I do this show, I try to be as real as possible. When I do this, I am as authentic as it comes because I'm not going to get far in my career if I lie to y'all. You guys don't want to have somebody that just sits up here and say, Raiders are going to go 17-0. If you want me to make a video about that, I can. They're going to lose to Buffalo 34-24. Let's go now to Week 3, Sunday Night Football against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And the Steelers on Sunday night, what I am really excited about this game is Jeremy Chuggs and I were actually going to be out in Vegas for this weekend. Party with the Blackout Division. I'm going to be hanging out with Raider Cody. I'm going to be hanging out with Graphic Raider. You're going to be able to shake hands with Chuggs and I at the late party that they do on Saturday. And then Chuggs and I will come back home, flight early, get ready for our watch party. But guess what? The Steelers, I grew up in Pennsylvania. I can't stand Pittsburgh. Give me the Raiders to win this one, 24-23, which then puts the Raiders' record, if you're keeping track at home, at 2-1. Let's go to Week 4 against the Chargers. And yes, this is a away game at SoFi Stadium. And I will always say that the Raiders will continue to dominate Las Vegas. However, this is going to be a tough matchup. And when you've gone back the last 2 years, and what's really going to be interesting about this season is this is the first season since 2013 that the Raiders starting quarterback isn't Derek Carr. And every single game prediction that I did on this video is with Jimmy Garoppolo being healthy. So I got to throw that out there. However, the Raiders have struggled with the Chargers earlier on in the season. And because of that, October 1st, not bringing in the spooky season that well. Raiders get the loss 33-21 against the Chargers, which then puts the Silver and Black's record at 2-2. So right now, the Raiders are sitting at 2-2. Next game, well, I'll tell you about the next game. But first, if you want daily Raiders videos around the latest news, rumors, you want inside analysis, you want to be able to interact with me during mailbags, you can get all of that by hitting the subscribe button. For the new people who are wondering, maybe the first time you've ever come across this channel, Mitch, why the hell should I subscribe to the Raiders Report? I'm glad you asked. Raiders videos every day, live at least twice a week. We're an interactive channel, so I see Michael Hyde, Simon in the live comments, Angel Archer, David Zong, and then John Borelli. More subscribers equals more videos, and it's 100% free, so you got nothing to lose. Let's go to Week 5 here against the Green Bay Packers, and this is going to be an interesting one because the Packers for such a long time have had Aaron Rodgers. Like, I can't remember a time, I'll be honest, I physically can't remember Brett Favre starting a game. That's how young I am. I mean, I'm 30 years old at this point. You're going to have Jordan Love. The Packers, to me, are a little bit of a weak team in terms of the defensive side of the football. It's going to be Rich Bisaccia, Josh McDaniels. Give me the Raiders, though. 38-21, and a little bit of a higher scoring game for this team, which then puts their record at 3-2 on the season. And for those of you that are watching live, and for those of you that are just maybe not watching live, if you want to go game by game, score by score in the comments, I will be looking, just so y'all know, especially when I'm in Cancun. Let's go to Week 6 against the New England Patriots here. Patriots against the Raiders. Some people in the office said, Mitch, you should do this game as a tie because McDaniels and Ziegler wouldn't want to beat the Patriots. But you know what? I thought about it. And then I was like, well, Jacoby Myers isn't going to be there this season to throw it to Chandler Jones. He's going to be on our side. But this time, he's going to be catching a touchdown. Lock it in. Give me the Raiders to win this game 23-17 against New England. It's going to be a game that New England's offense might be one of the worst offenses in the league. I still think that they're going to have a solid defense. But the Raiders, you're sitting at 4-2 right now. And that's coming from me, someone who's really, really difficult on this coaching staff. 4-2 right now for the Raiders. Let's go to Week 7. You got the Chicago Bears. They have the number 1 overall pick. They traded with the Carolina Panthers. Justin Fields is a quarterback that I love his running ability. They added a lot of talent on the defensive side of the football. To me, though, Justin Fields is a quarterback, and his ability to run and the running backs that they have on that roster, it's going to give the Raiders a little bit of trouble because their defensive tackle room linebackers is weaker than personally what I want it to be. For that reason, in Chicago, the Bears are going to win this game 30-28. It's going to be a close game. It's going to be a fun game to watch for people who like points, but it's also going to be a in the trenches, whoever is the tougher team is going to come out with a victory. This might have been one of the hardest games to predict for me. Let's go to Week 8 now. In Detroit, Monday Night Football against the Lions. The NFL is very high on Dan Campbell and the Lions, and if you don't understand why, well, they have their very first season opener game in the entire history of the Lions up against the Chiefs. They will lose that game. However, I do think the Lions are a really intriguing team to me, and they're going to play tough-nosed football, And another difficult game. I went with a coin flip on this one, and it landed on Detroit. The Lions are going to win this one 34-31. This Raiders defense, I'm not 100% sold on. Do I think that there's upside there? No doubt about it. There is upside in this team. But right now, we're sitting at 4-4. We got more of the schedule to get into, but if you haven't already gotten your McDaniels Eats Corn the Long Way shirt, head on over to chatsports.com/corn. Some people like the shirt, some people don't. It's an inside joke here at the Raiders Report, and this is the way I look at it. Good friends, family, everybody has their inside joke. And whether you like McDaniels, whether you don't, if you wear this shirt, I know that you're a real one, and I know that you really rep and appreciate what we do here around the Raiders Report. So get your shirt at chatsports.com/itscone. Let's go to Week 9 against the New York Giants. I got this game circled on my calendar. The last time the Raiders played the Giants was actually Week 9. They lost 23-16. That was, unfortunately, after Week 7, the Raiders beat the Eagles. They were 5-2, hit the bye week, Henry Ruggs situation. Then you go to the New York Giants. The only reason why I am taking the Raiders to win this game, F Darren Waller, man. Waller's one of those players to me that it's really hard for me to root for him because the Raiders did everything right by him, and he just gave up. So you know what? Let's put it to him. Raiders get the dub, move to 5-4 on the season, which means next up is the other team that plays at Reese Rutherford. Sunday Night Football. Chuggs, if you're... sing it for me.
I've been waiting all day for Sunday night. Jets and the Raiders in a primetime fight. Aaron Rodgers taking peyote.
So I got Week 10 against the Jets. My dad, big-time Jets fan, he's going to be here in the studio when the Raiders go up against them. But you know what? I'm trying to do a little bit of a reverse jinx here because the last time the Raiders played the Jets, I said Raiders would mop them. And the Jets ended up beating the Raiders 34-3. So because of that, let's try a little reverse jinx here. Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets take care of business in Las Vegas, 35-21 on November 12th, which is also a week before my dad's birthday. If anybody in the comments can guess how old my dad is, you're going to win a prize. I don't know what that prize is yet, but we'll figure it out. 5-5 on the season. Go to Week 11 now against the Miami Dolphins on the road in Miami. The Dolphins last season were a very interesting team to keep track of. Now, we have a Dolphins channel here at Chat Sports. Our host, I don't know if you've ever heard of him, Willie Finns, he does a great job. They are a team that's very good at home and honestly pretty bad on the road. And because of that statement, I'm going to take the Dolphins on the road. Dolphins technically at home. Raiders are going to get the L 27-20, which then puts their record at 5-6. So you started out 4-2. You started out pretty good. But the Raiders have a gauntlet. And I mean a gauntlet of a schedule down the stretch. Because then after Miami, then you got Kansas City. And you got Kansas City at home. I think a lot of people who don't watch this Raiders team a lot would say, Mitch, Raiders at home, you got a shot. However, if you actually have watched Raiders football over the past few seasons, you'll know that the Raiders have had a lot more problem with KC at home than they have on the road. I really think that this Raiders team is going to score points. I do. If Garoppolo's healthy, they have way too much talent with Devontae Adams, Jacoby Myers, Josh Jacobs. You can say what you want about Jimmy Garoppolo, but this team has talent on offense. They're going to put up points. The problem is, I don't know if they can slow down anybody, let alone Kansas City. Give me the Chiefs to win this game 42-30, which then puts the Raiders record at 5-7 on the season. Next week coming up here, Raiders bye, Week 13. Lucky Week 13, which I actually like this bye because it's a good time to rest and get ready for that final stretch of games. Because if the Raiders go into their bye week and they're 5-7, it's going to be very similar to last season where you're like, hey, man, we got to win from here on out. And that's probably what it's going to have to be. Before I show you how the Raiders finish their season, you can always interact with me on Twitter and on Instagram at MitchellRenz365. And if you want to get some FKCs in the chat, shout out to Queen Sarah Otto. Otis, I see y'all. Y'all are real ones. Hit me up on Cameo, Locals as well, RaidersReport.locals.com. Let's go to Week 14 against the Minnesota Vikings. My Uncle Steve, big-time Vikings fan. Also, Patrick Seatman runs our Vikings show, and funny enough, he was the one that I was live with during free agency when we started the whole corn thing. And you probably are going to think, Mitch, you eat corn the long way. But you know what? I'm a big numbers guy, and Kirk Cousins coming out after a bye in a day game, he's about as good as it gets. If this game was at night, give me the Raiders. Unfortunately, it's not. Minnesota's got a really solid offense. Their defense is just like the Raiders, where there are so many question marks. Unfortunately, I do think Minnesota is a much more talented team. You can see by the record from last season, 34-32. Let's go to Week 15 now against the Chargers, Thursday Night Football. Home game this time. And the Raiders have always played the Chargers a lot better at home. You go back and you look at the last two seasons. Raiders lost in L.A., they lost in L.A., but in Allegiant Stadium, they have taken care of business. And I have the Raiders taking care of business yet again against Justin Herbert and the Chargers on Thursday Night Football. It's also one of the reasons why I think they lose to the Vikings. They're going to be looking ahead. They see Justin Herbert and all of that horrible hair and facial skin. 31-30. Raiders get the dub. Let's go to Week 16 now. It's Christmas time. This game is on Monday Night Football, but the game starts at 1 p.m. Eastern time. And I know there's a lot of Raider fans out there, and this is how I'm going to sell this game. If the Raiders lose to the Chiefs, it is what it is, right? You're going to be the underdog anyway. Cool. But the ultimate Christmas present is the Raiders beating Kansas City in Kansas City. And it's on Nickelodeon, so there's probably going to, Brian Darr's kids are definitely going to be watching. But beating them on Christmas in the entire world, there's not a much better Christmas present than that. Unfortunately, Raiders don't always get nice things, and our record's going to drop now to 6-9 after a 35-17 loss to Kansas City. I want to be able to sit up here and say the Raiders are going to be able to compete with KC, but until they show me the ability that they can compete with them on a weekly basis, I can't quite do that. Chiefs win 35-17. Raiders now at 6-9. Let's go to Week 17 on the road against Indianapolis. I do think one of the hardest teams to be able to dissect in terms of what they could potentially look like is Indianapolis, because from a fantasy football standpoint, Anthony Richardson and Jonathan Taylor, if you want a sneaky quarterback to get in fantasy, it's Anthony Richardson. He's going to put up stupid numbers for fantasy football, and the Raiders are going to struggle stopping the run. However, the Raiders have done a pretty good job against Indy on the road in years past. I get how that game went last season. Hopefully Jeff Saturday isn't coaching this time. Give me the Raiders to win 35-27 against the Colts, which then puts them at 7-9. I'll be honest, if you're 6-9, playoff chances are probably very slim. And most Raider fans at that point would be like, let's tank for Caleb Williams. Let's take for Drake May. In the long scheme of things, I probably wouldn't disagree. But for Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler, they're going to fight for their jobs. They're going to claw. They're not going to give up. And because of that, they're going to keep this thing rolling until the end of the season. Now, we got one more game to get to. But are you going to a Raiders game this season? Give me a yes, give me a no. And if you are, let me know which game that you're going to. Right now, from what I know, is Jeremy Chuggs and I are going to be at Week 3, Sunday Night Football for the Steelers, for the pregame party, not for the actual game. We also will be going to another game later on in the season. I'll probably have to let you guys know which game that's going to be a little bit later on. From what I understand, though, might be against a division rival. But give me a yes, give me a no. Are you going to a Raiders game this season? The final game here is Week 18 versus the Denver Donkeys. We're currently sitting at 7-9 on the year. And I can't stand the Broncos. So because of that, let's get some F-Sams. Give me the Raiders, 31-24. My mom's birthday is January 7th, and I think the best gift that I can give is saying, hey, Mom, Raiders got the dub on your birthday, and then we're going to go celebrate. We're going to go celebrate. So Raiders going to get the win. They're going to be 8-9 this season. I've been telling y'all for a long time that I see the Raiders going 8-9. And the hardest thing about the Raiders is this. This is the God honest truth. I can look at every single one of y'all right now, and I can make a legitimate argument that the Raiders could have the number 1 overall pick this year because the amount of question marks on the defensive side of the football, the question marks on offense, like what happens with Jacobs? Does Jimmy Garoppolo stay healthy? Like that's an I don't know. I will also say that I can make a legitimate argument that this Raiders team can win double-digit games. And some of you are like, Mitch, come on, man, be real with me. The Raiders won 6 games last season. 6 games. In NFL, right, for a team to blow 2 leads of 10 points or more in one season is very unlikely. The Raiders blew 5 leads of 10 points plus last season. If you win 3 out of those games, math, 9-8. If you win 4 out of those games, you're 10-7. If they learn underneath this new regime and you do the things that this team is coaching, there's at least a chance. I will never sit up here and tell you all that something that I don't truly believe. The Raiders for Vegas will be the hardest team to predict this year because there's a reason why they're over-under set at 7.5. They could win 3 games, and they could win 10 or 11. That I honestly believe. That's the end of today's Raiders 2023 record prediction show. If you want to let me know what your prediction is, please, please, please go down to the comments section right now and tell me what you're thinking, man. I always am curious to see what people have to say about this show. I'm always curious of what commenters have to say. At the end of the day, when this show was first created, it was based on the idea of me hanging out with my family, me hanging out with my friends, me hanging out at a bar, just talking a little bit of sports. You like to talk sports? You like to talk Raiders? It's kind of weird if you're just sitting there with me and I'm the only one talking. So, predict the Raiders record in 2023. He doesn't know I'm going to do this. I'm going to put him on the spot right now. Chuggs! Raiders record 2023.
The Raiders record in 2023. It's going to be 9.
Oh, I know what he's going to do.
And 1.
Chuggs all day today has been Raiders are going to tie. Raiders are going to tie.
It's going to be
8
9,
and 9.
7 and 1.
Book
it.
I hope you're right. And if he's right,
book it.
Mark this right now. I'll do the Megalodon boot on the house. 9, 7 and 1. Megalodon boot on the house. That's why you subscribe to the Raiders Report. Shout out to all the real ones out there. Get your Raiders record predictions in the comments down below right now. All right, let's keep this live show going. How are we doing out there? It's almost 4:20. Chuggs will be wrong. Maybe. I'll say this, though. HF says 5, 8, and 2. HF, if that's true, I'll do 2 mega boots.
The tie, which I'm not 100% on the tie. If I had to pin the tie, I'm feeling a tie this year.
Okay.
If I'm pinning it, Christmas Day against the Chiefs.
Ah, dude.
Dude, Christmas Day game,
that might
tie against the Chiefs?
That might piss me off more than a loss.
Really?
Because, I guess it depends where the Raiders are in the standings, right? Like, if they're like, all right, we got to try to get a higher pick, that would piss me off more. No, the game, if I had to bet on a tie, I'm going to go New England.
Yeah.
Raiders, it's like, kick a field goal, you can win. McDaniels is like,
King Sanchez,
nope,
that's gross.
We're going for it. Oh, dude. It's almost 4:20, Otis. Borelli's going to go 7 and 10. Yep.
Go 7, 9 and 1, Borelli. Be a man.
I don't think he's 40 yet, though. Brother, are you 40? He might be. I don't know. A tie is like kissing your sister. All right, how about this?
You don't want to do it?
What if? All right, Chuggs. You get 1 hall pass. Who is it? Danny says, Chuggs, you get a hall pass. Who's your hall pass?
How did that come from this?
Who's your hall pass?
All right, so I can't think of her name.
Okay.
Have you seen White Lotus?
No.
Let me look up her name.
Okay. Look up her name real quick. All right, guys. If your wife said, "Hey, you get a hall pass," or who's like your celebrity crush? Who is it? Curious.
Let me. Well, I gotta.
Simon, I don't know what this is going to turn into. I don't have a sister, but for $10, I'll put a wig on my brother. Holy shit, Zahn. I'm going to steal that joke.
This is who mine is.
Who is it? What's her name? You got to give me a name.
Alexandra Daddario.
I like her first name. All right, hang on. I got to look this up. Oh, okay. If Alexandra Daddario was your sister.
Oh, my God.
Yes or no?
No.
I don't know, man. I don't know. To be honest, Sophia Vergara or something like that.
Yeah.
That'd probably be mine.
That seems right up your alley.
Yeah. There's somebody else, and I can never remember her name. I don't even know what movie she plays in. I just remember Alex watching a few TV shows, and she pops up, and I'm like, That's my girl.
Who's Angela White?
Who?
Angela White?
I don't know, man.
Angela White. I don't know who that is.
I don't know. Also, really important thing to tell you here. We got to spin that wheel. It is time to spin that wheel. Mitch, the best way to tell that joke is in front of your brother. Well, I've always said that I consider Jeremy a brother. So
would you kiss me?
If you had the Trevor Lawrence wig on.
Now we're talking. And I hosted Titans?
Oh, no way. Too much. Too much. Now, if Sperry had the wig and hosted Titans, that's different. I've seen his picture.
Rolly?
Again? Unbelievable. All right, I got a special deal for you. Hear me out. Would you guys rather me get slapped in the face or tuna clock with sake at $10 a pop? Free slap in the face. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll do $10 sake. What do you guys want? I'm going to be honest. I feel pretty good right now. I don't know if I want another slap. Petey, my ear legit was ringing, popped, and you ever like going in the elevator, you ever going in the airplane, and you can't get your ear to pop? That's how I felt for 5 minutes. It's up to you. Type S for slap, type T for tuna. What do you want? King Sanchez says he wants a tuna clock. Husker says, where's Jasper for the tuna clock? I don't know. If Tuna's here, though, it's $5 for him, $10 for everyone else. Slap from Simon. Martin, changing the rules. Hey, here's the one thing. I'm allowed to change the rules. No slap or slap. You guys pick.
Snip, snap, snip, snap, snip, snap.
All right, let's go. Hit me. I don't have enough tees.
All right.
You know what, though? Because it is officially happy hour, it's 4:20. Every 10, I'm doing a sake. Let's do it. Tuna clock, 60 seconds. Sake. Where you go? Oh, you still can't hit me. This isn't going to be good. I'm not going to lie. That's strong. It's too strong. Dude, guys, some people are like, it looks like orange juice.
It's so bad.
That's arguably, it's so strong that it's not good.
Yeah, it's not good. I couldn't drink them on Friday.
No, it's so strong that it's not good.
I can't drink sake again either.
Oh, dude, I've been.
My body was in shambles for the next 3 days.
I was
I
a,
run it back at your crib.
I was a hurting pup.
Buddy Bear! You watching the stream tonight, Buddy Bear? Warriors, Lakers?
He'll be there. He'll be there.
Where's Borelli at?
Borelli right now is, I believe, he's tied for second behind Artino for MVP.
Oh, okay.
MVP gets my first ever Raiders Report headset. Had this for 5 years, man.
Where's Choco Bear?
Choco Bear is sitting next to Buddy Bear.
Dude, I put this on the other day. It's so loose.
Oh,
Like the
dude.
microphone.
Well, I mean, it's
Yeah. $20 in the next minute, and I'll take a shot of the mark. That's what I'll do.
You did a $10.
10. Oh, I know. I got 4 sake shots to do.
I'll do one.
These are brutal. Oh, that's margarita.
Jeffrey, yes, I am.
Who?
Jeffrey. He's been super chatting on Sixers.
Oh, okay.
Still
He's
pissed about the Sixers.
Jeff. I believe on Twitter it's Raiders, Sixers, Mets.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
We need a dub on Sunday.
Are you? You're in
I'm in
shambles.
I couldn't sleep. I woke up 3 a.m. to 6
Shambles.
a.m. I couldn't sleep.
Say Borelli's a big Warriors guy.
Yeah. I like the dubs too. They got to win tonight. So,
I-
all right, 10. I'll do the shot of the mark.
Yikes.
What do I have to do? Slap you?
Yeah.
Where at? On the face?
Yep.
All right. Raiders, Sixers, Phillies, Capitals. There it is.
Phillies. Come on.
Jeff.
Let's go Stros.
Hey, Jeff said Chuggs look up an porn star.
I don't know who that is. Come on.
Chill, Tom.
Who's your hall pass? For just like in general, your hall pass.
So Kira looks at you and says, "Hey, get home."
You have one hall pass.
Pete hit me earlier in my ear. I literally popped my ear for like 10
Have you seen
minutes.
White Lotus?
No. I've heard good things. All right, hall pass. I got to think about this here.
Show Chase a picture of my hall pass.
Stop. Betty White?
Oh man. Nah, I don't know if you guys could hear him. I typed in Betty
Chuggs
White.
likes the dust.
Holy sh! Oh my lord! Why is this not working? Her.
Okay.
So mine was. I don't know if you've ever seen her in anything.
Okay.
Modern Family.
So
That's my Modern Family
I would
anymore.
go- There's two that I'm thinking of right now. Megan Fox and Paige Baranek.
Megan Fox.
Yeah. You know Paige Baranek, the golfer?
No.
Oh, the blonde.
The blonde golfer?
Oh yeah.
I know. We already know Trace's. That chick from LSU.
I always said these two. Yeah, I said hall pass would be Megan Fox or Paige Baranek.
Trace's is 100% that chick from LSU. I can't even remember her name.
Shots of that are better. Cup.
Yeah, it's getting out of hand.
Artino with a 20-piece for a sake shot. That's 2 sake shots.
Sake.
Choco Bear said Sydney Sweeney.
Ooh, man. I don't know who Charlie's there. I'm going to have to look these up.
Choco Bear said Olivia Dunn.
Choco Bear's a little.
I was thinking Garfield.
Choco Bear Garfield.
Okay. Yeah, dude. She, yeah. This is turning into a bonk right now.
So wait, is it $10 shots of sake?
$10 shot.
So this is 2 from Artino.
All right, hang on a second here. Let's get the sake. I'm going to tell you all this right now. My grandma, not going to be happy, but she understands the gig. She understands the gig. Artino.
Sake.
so bad. If anybody likes sake, I'm sorry. You're crazy.
Simon SC, that's 2 more shots of sake.
Ooh, Zahn's breaking out the JMO. Do you like Jameson? Because I'm not a big JMO guy.
Not
So when I was hanging out with Zahn in Philly, this was like right before my buddy's bachelor party. What a hell of a night. I'll tell you that right now. This might surprise you. You hang out with Zahn in person, you're going to leave stumbling. Dude, the amount of JMO shots we did, so the amount of random shit we drank that entire night. Your friend, she was a sweetheart. She was crazy that night, Zahn.
Zahn is rumbling, stumbling.
Zahn, again, your friend, she was awesome. I don't remember her name, but she had a few too many, and that was even coming from Zahn. We had a hell of a night, though, in Philly. There's some bars that Zahn and I probably can't even go into. What a night. Dude, That was a hell of a way to get a weekend kicked off. Mitch and Chuggs, I can realistically see 8-10, but I can maybe 2 to 3 upsets pending Jimmy G health. What's your opinion? Yes, Chuggs as well. Oh, man, a lot of Fs in there. Yeah, the Raiders can absolutely get a few upsets. Like, that's the cool part about the NFL, right? Like, anybody can beat anybody on any day. That's just how the NFL works. Like, when you have the amount of talent that goes around this league, anybody can beat anybody. But I can also say, from watching this Raiders team from a long time, the Raiders can go into a week where you're like, they're going to beat that team. And they end up losing it. Until I am confident in McDaniels, I will always have my reservations. However, I do honestly think that this team has a lot more upside than what people give them credit for. Their offense, to me, is going to be top 12. It's the defense. Can the defense be top 20? Can the defense be top 15? And if it can, then you're looking at a lot more competitive season than what people are going to be giving them credit for.
With that 20 and that 10.
Yeah, I'm listening.
That means Artino's the MVP.
Artino is the MVP.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Artino's going to win that headset.
I mean, you can never count out. You can never count out Mount Raidermore.
Oh, no.
And apparently, hang on a second here. So, Dad, right now, the front runner for the headset is Artino. I'm going to say you'd have to send in $250. And I don't do discounts. My dad just sent me a message kind of like, hey, how much for the headset? So, we'll see.
What?
Yeah, I'm telling you. He also sent 3 whiskey emojis, which I don't know if that means he has 3 whiskeys or what. But if that's the case, we don't need to get too crazy
Mitch,
here.
here we go. It's up.
Oh man, happy hour does end in 30 unless we really get this thing going wild. Steven, Brian says give it to Pops. Now, I think whoever wins it, wins it. If Artino wins it, he wins it. If John Burley wins it, he wins it. Whoever wins it, wins it. If my dad wins it, he wins it. That's how it goes.
Eric M., you're next up.
He's typing right now. Judging by how long he's been typing, I'm saying 3 words. Eric M., if this is how the season goes, I would rather tank. You know, one of the reasons why I said that I don't love Jimmy Garoppolo coming in because he's not an upgrade over Derek Carr from a talent standpoint. I can make the argument that Jimmy Garoppolo in a Josh McDaniels system is a better quarterback than Derek Carr in a Josh McDaniels system. But to me, when you brought in Garoppolo, it was the idea that you were going to win 8, 9, 7 games. That's how it was going to go. That's how it was going to go. You got a weird face. What's that weird face for?
That's because...
Did someone just call you?
Yep.
Simon S.C. Mitch Chuggs, drink up familia for the Hispanic familia. I will say this, clip it, but winning season, got that feeling in my only nation bones. He's only got nation bones.
Let's rock. Let's rock today.
Rock. All right, I gotta actually add Borelli, Simon. Borelli wants to know, Mount Raidermore wants to know, what is the happy hour menu? If we could pull that up.
Of course.
For Mount Raidermore. Simon.
Can't forget the Bev.
SC. I got to add some Borellis on here.
Artino said, I'm getting that headset. Let's go.
Hey. My dad also said that he was just curious. He's not trying to win the headset. Correct.
Well, it's Artino's for right now. But here are the deals that we got going We are. You know what? I'm gonna slash the likes.
Okay.
For the rest of happy hour, every 50 likes, I'll go ahead and spin the wheel.
So spicy. How about this? I'll make you a deal. All right. I just ripped my pants.
Did you really?
A little bit. So, since you're gonna go to 50 likes, take off the Mitch Gritty and add a Chuggs slap to that. If we're making deals.
I'll take off the Chuggs gritty and replace it with a Chuggs slap.
All right, I'm down. Or you can just leave it as Chuggs Gritty, and we know if it lands on Chuggs Gritty, it's Chuggs Slap. Deal?
I can just change it.
Oh, I don't know how it works. So
It's very easy.
Oh, he's like, actually, it's like getting a pencil and just erasing. Perfect. Oh, PG said, got my corn shirt today. PG, take a picture, post it on Twitter. I'll retweet it right now. Post it on IG. If you got your corn shirt today, I know some of you are like, Mitch, you got to wash that shit. Don't wash it. Put it on right now, and let's get it going. All right.
And that was for a waterfall of.
Honestly, I think it's just easier to go in the boot. Dude, these margaritas are. I'm telling y'all right now, you guys can probably hear it in my voice.
It's spicy.
This is a strong ass margarita.
And don't forget, we have a couple more sake shots. If you want to add the sake shots to that. We have 4 more sake shots for the tuna clock.
All right.
This one from Simon SC, Lord Buddy Bear, who said sake time,
Oh man,
and John Scheffler,
that
who simply
margarita's
said
dangerous.
sake.
You know that. Also, Chuggs nicely. He said, once we're about 25 away, he'll do the next boot. Yeah, I don't know if he remembers saying it, but he did.
He did.
I can tell you. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, that margarita. I drink Fireball for a reason. Tequila just F's me up. I'm telling you right now,
Tequila
I'm
makes
warm.
Clothes fall off.
Oh man.
All right, you have 4 sake shots. That was the end of the shot clock.
Oh yeah.
And then Simon SC 8-10 record. This is what you get, Mitch. Supposed to be the $10.
Whoo! All right, Simon. How many do I owe? 4.
Yeah.
You want to take a Fireball shot? He's like, I don't know.
I gotta save it for the boot.
All right, fair enough.
Sake.
Also, Artino, you're good, man. If you win it, I want you to have it. If you win it, you win it. That's what the show's about. Artino, I appreciate that. I appreciate everyone that tunes into the show. We get
and then John Borelli coming in. Chase. Warriors. John, stick around. We have 2 watch parties for Chat Sports going on tonight. Knicks Heat, Warriors Lakers.
Dude.
Both going down tonight.
I was so disappointed in that game last night with the Suns. I don't watch any regular season basketball. I'll tell you right now, I don't. Playoff basketball though, when it really gets down to the nitty-gritty, love it. Like, absolutely love it. For that game, that was devastating.
HF Chuggs, look up Angela White.
Huh?
Okay, I'll do it in a second.
That's the new one.
Hey,
Yep.
Sam, do you know who Angela White is?
Maybe.
Sam, Sam looks more like a.
I don't know who that is.
Sam looks more like a Johnny Sins guy.
That's fucked up.
Yo, what's up?
And then Artino.
What are you sipping on? What are you sipping on?
Oh, yeah, I have it. Artino with the 10-piece.
Yeah, right?
I'll take a sake shot for that.
Hey, wait, hey. I got the big guy.
Oh!
I will be donating it to you.
From the top rope.
Oh.
Richie.
Sean Martinez. Sean Martinez. Yo, man. Hey, they can probably hear you if you speak loud enough. Well, you can just hear the bang. All right, go for it. You can talk.
I got the nation on every chat.
Too much technology going on right now. Get over here. What are you doing?
Why are you doing that off camera?
Come on. Here, give a shout out to Sean.
Hey, Sean. Hey, Richie.
Hey, Sean, how we doing, buddy?
Trizzy's taking down the marg, man. You doing all right? You hanging in there? That's my dad. He's cheering us out to Sean. Cheers to the nation. Y'all are far, far too kind. But you know what? Dad, I'll call you after work because I'm probably going to need to talk to someone on my walk home. But it's boot time. Peace out. It is boot time.
Oh, buddy. The granddaddy of them all.
What do you want?
Let's go Happy Dad. I'll fill it up in a sec. LQ Sports. Mitch and Chuggs, can y'all please say happy birthday to my wife, Tina Q, and Raiders. We've been big-time viewer of the Raiders Report. Can you come in here and help us sing happy birthday?
All right, everyone, let's do it.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tina Q. Happy birthday to you.
Hopefully after that LQ Sports can bang! PG! What's up, my brother PG? Got my court shirt today.
Happy birthday, Mr. President.
I was just going to say, Steven69 said Mr. President. That's elite, man. Martin says, that was different. Michael, what's up, guys? So I dozed off while listening to you guys here at the truck stop. All right, I'm glad at the truck stop. I didn't want to hear, hey, I dozed off while driving my 18-wheeler listening to you guys. I was awoken by a crazy thought. I was dreaming. Let's hear it.
Let's go!
Lungs of steel.
I'm going to need you to check your phone, mister.
Oh, man. What do we got? What do we got? Zip it in there, Henry. You know what? I'll send this to you. Awesome. Oh, man. Thank the Lord. So, full disclosure, before I show you the super chat, actually, let's go to it. Venmo rolling in here from Long Zone. Shout out to Mr. Long Zone. A little bit of sake.
Sake.
So Alex did work for this company, and she did work for them in January. They owed her over $3,000. Haven't paid her. And I've been like very nice about it. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Today, I got a little bit more aggressive. Shout out to Chat Sports. Shout out to the lawyers here at Chat Sports. Shout out to our boss James for stepping up. They just paid her.
Wow.
Raider Nation's got a backbone, man. Dude, I'm telling you what, it has been a battle.
Wait, when were they supposed to pay her?
At the end of January. Imagine you work here imagine you work in general for a place, and they owe you $3,200 at the end of the month. Like, she doesn't get paid every 2 weeks like we do. You get paid at the end of the month. And then they were like, oh, this, oh, that, oh, this, all that. Finally just paid. I mean, I got tough. It's because, I'll tell you straight up, it's because I threatened them a little bit. Like, I don't want to have to go that route. They were scared of Raider Nation. Was like, I don't want to have to go to social media. Because I would have. I was getting to that point where if anybody, like, imagine somebody screws over Danny. Imagine somebody screws over your wife, your fiance, your girlfriend. $3,200. Like, dude, I'm telling you what. It's a good day today.
And
so because of that, Chuggs, Alex just sent me the message. Take that happy hour ends, and we're going to 5:30. We're going to 5:30.
And I know what this is for, and it pains me. Because I know exactly what this is for.
What? Oh, yeah.
It might be a little bit of retribution for you.
What's it for? Is it...
We might have added it to the wheel just now.
Is that a slap for Petey?
I don't think so.
Slap for you?
I think so.
So if you go back and you rewind, $50 was the slap Broncos. 51 was the slap you.
51 was for Petey to slap me.
Correct.
Simon, tell us what you want.
No, 50 was the slap Petey.
I'll let Simon choose. Simon, do you want Mitch to slap me?
I'll tell you what.
Or do you want Mitch to slap our Broncos host, Petey?
Also, what's Simon up to?
Yeah.
Simon now is...
Yeah, that's what I thought.
150 slap Chuggs. Well, there we go. Cheers to Simon. And cheers to David frickin' Zahn, man. What a legend.
Currently, the winner of Mitch's mic is Sean Martinez at 350. Artino is second. And, oh, wait. Yeah, Artino is second. And John Borelli is third. So yeah, that was for me. So Mitch, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and fill up the boot.
Well,
Get some happy dads, and then you're gonna slap me.
all right, I like the sound of that. Happy hour does officially end in 44 minutes from now, and God, do I hope that I can make it. God, I hope do I make it. And what? I can't tell you that. I'll tell you off screen. If they weren't going to pay, I was going to go on screen. No. No. But I hope you guys can understand, and you know, I'm a big time believer in terms of, hang on, my dad's messaging me. I'm a big believer of always putting in that work, and I hope you guys recognize how much time, effort, you know, the crazy shit that we do here on the show. We do it for y'all. And I hate setting deadlines, but I have to leave in 43 minutes, 25 seconds for the simple cause of Alex and we got engaged last weekend, and I got a big-time family FaceTime at 7 o'clock my time tonight. So for me, I got to leave the studio here at 5:30. I got to be able to clean up. I got to be able to put the videos where they need to go. And then I got to be able to walk home. My walk home now is about 30 minutes. And then I just got to be cleaned up for that call. I just being honest, Raider Nation is here, right? Like, Raider Nation is here. But my family will always be, like, right there, like my blood. So hopefully y'all understand. I got a big-time FaceTime call tonight with some of my family members. Dad, Aunt Lisa, some other people as well. So I can't miss it. I do a lot for y'all, and you guys do a lot for me, but that's just me being real. Don't get me wrong. I would love to be able to extend that time. Howie says we get you. All right. I'm a little nervous about it, though. You know what I mean? Like, I really wasn't all that nervous about proposing to Alex. I still remember my speech. I had it written down. I practiced that thing for probably a good month. Like, I could recite my entire speech right now, no problem. But when you introduce your soon-to-be wife, fiance, to your family, it's a little nerve-wracking. I'm not going to lie. It's a little nerve-wracking to me. So, Husker Raider said, "Do it." I don't know if I want to do it here on the show. I said when I made my speech to Alex, I wrote it all down, and I memorized it, and I don't think I'll ever forget it. And there's like a lot of like inside jokes though. What?
First sentence.
It's always been you. It's always gonna be you. First sentence.
I want to know what love is.
And then Chuck just breaks out an air guitar.
I want you to show me.
All right, y'all. Happy hour ends. 41 minutes. I'm a little nervous. I mean, my problem is some of my family members on my dad's side, they don't drink. I had a few tonight, and you guys know. And they're going to know. They might smell it through FaceTime.
This is gonna be my wife. Her name's Alex. She's the one. Always be the one.
That's incredible. Thank you, Eddie. Thank you very much. To the 300 people watching right now, I just got a Venmo. No. You do that, and then it's a surprise. What is that?
This would be a little lemon lime happiest dad.
Wow. Congratulations. I send my regards to Danny. So, happiest of the dads, lemon lime. I'm going to make a deal right now. Okay? We're not extending the clock. That I can promise you. That clock, not extended. Always remember the jersey deals are this. I got David Zahn right here. $500 Venmo. You get your own jersey. Okay?
Yes.
You get your own jersey. You get your spot on the Megalodon of boots. MVP today gets this headset. It's a great looking headset. I'm not going to lie. Looks great. I'm going to tell you that we got a new MVP after Chuggs does that boot. When you're ready. John Bradley, Mitch, let my son and Chuggs take over. I mean, I'll talk to Trizzy. Be up to you. If you wanted to extend happy hour with just Trizzy and you, that's y'all's call. I will say, it'd be an interesting test for when I go to Cancun in case there's... No? You want to do it?
This one's rolling in from
Tuba! 22 bang! Oh, man! A real one since 77. All right. I know I owe a few. Get those bangs and get those tubas in the chat. Tuba. Tuba. Sean Martinez. All right, Sean, I still owe you probably a few more. Tuba. Oh, man. I'll tell you this right now. Whoever made that marg, that's a $20 marg in Dallas.
Go to hell.
$20 marg in Dallas, probably about $6 in Danville. Oh, man.
That's strong.
We're going to drink margs the long way.
That's like 50% tequila, 40% sake, orange juice, and lime.
I don't know. Sir. I don't even know what juice that is. That might be food coloring. We're drinking margaritas the long way. This boot right now is from Sean Martinez, John Borelli, Artino, Tuba. Man, so many. Freaking David Longzon, Sean Martinez, Patrick B, and all of Raider Nation. How you feeling?
Feeling loose.
Yep. It's truth. All right. Here we go. Jeremy Chuggs in his magenta Adidas t-shirt. Here we go.
3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gross.
The bubble is what separates. Oh, I still get slapped, don't I? Oh, I slap you. You could have got me. I didn't remember. You had your chance. I respect that. You're a good guy. All right, Nation. On a scale of 1 to 10, how hard do I slap Jeremy? First number I see.
Number 3, my lord. Number 3.
First number I see is what he gets.
I see 4.
You see 4? All right.
Yep, it's a 4.
4?
It's a 4.
I got you. All right. Oh, God.
For those watching at home, he missed.
Oh,
Um,
no. Oh, God.
Yeah, he missed with the plate. Yeah. Yeah.
Are you all right?
The plate missed. The plate missed. For those watching at home,
All right.
I'm okay. The plate missed.
Oh, God. Wait. I want to watch the replay of this. Are you all right?
Yeah. The plate missed.
Oh, my God. Martin Chuggs, who died today? Dude. Yep. That's on me.
We're gonna have to see this one.
That's on me.
The
I'm pretty sure.
plate missed.
I don't even know if I hit him with the plate.
I think the plate was an afterthought.
I got to see this. So, Chuggs and I, we got the delayed reaction right now on screen. So, I tried to go with the 4. Oh, God. Dude, I'm so sorry. That was bad. Yeah, well, if I got a new host on Tuesday, y'all know why. Chuggs is like, I'm turning in my 2 weeks. It's been fun. Just a bit outside. Oh, shit. Well, luckily, the magenta makes you... Dude, I'm telling you right now.
You can see it.
I missed. My finger hurts. Like... Dude. Are you all right?
Yeah, I just got the corn smacked out of me.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, God.
Oh, dude. That's bad. My dad's sending some hearts. Can we get some hearts for Chuggs? Oh, man. Dude. Steven says lawsuit. I can see it now. Raiders report producer sues company for getting slapped live on a show. All right, I think there's only one way to do this proper punishment. There's only one way to do this proper punishment. Oh, boy. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Tuba. We also got to show tubas up on screen. Did we show? We haven't shown tubas up on screen yet. Brandon says, Chuggs, Mitch owes you a dinner. You're probably not wrong. I probably owe him more than a dinner. However, I'll tell you this. In terms of, there's 2 slaps that I know for, like, that slap was one. The slap Abby gave me, I think it was during the draft. I'm not kidding you. I couldn't hear out of my left ear for 10 minutes. It was just 10 minutes.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
You could fry an egg on my cheek right now.
Honestly, you might be able to fry an egg on my finger. I almost dropped the F-bomb. I effed up my finger.
Really?
Dude, my right ring finger is effed up. I'm telling you this right now.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Everybody pray for Mitch.
I'm telling you this right now. I don't think I hit Chuggs with palm,
Mitch,
but all 4 fingers hit connected.
Mitch, Jeremy, I don't want you to feel bad, but your face really hurt my finger.
Oh, man. That was brutal.
John.
Yeah, we might be done with slapping on the Raiders report. Mitch, let my son and Chuggs take over. I don't know, man. After that, I'm a little worried. After that, I am.
Wow. Oh, wow.
All right, so real quick, hop on here. You didn't do anything wrong. Here's gonna be my final deal of the night. However, both of you have to agree. So Borelli and a few of the other Raider people have been asking, how can I get the Raiders report from 5:30 to 6? Okay. Here's my deal. You guys got to agree to it. If we push, you guys got to follow Trace and you got to follow Chuggs. This will not be a super chat generated thing.
Oh, wow.
Okay? So I want you to go to your Twitter. I want you to go to your Twitter. And if we can get enough followers to follow Jeremy and follow Trace, by the time that clock hits 0, Trace will hop on here in my place with Jeremy and do 30 minutes of Raiders Report happy hour. If you guys want to stay longer, it's up to you. However, you give me a number for your Twitter.
2,400.
I don't know what you're at.
See if I can, because it's my mom's birthday tomorrow, and so we're doing a birthday.
Oh, if you can't, then you can't.
Let me see if I can come home late. Just a crawfish.
It's just a crawfish boil.
Can I
Okay,
bring-
so
can I bring Sadie?
Jeremy's about 78. How much? Okay. Here we go. If Jeremy can get,
I'll put mine in if you want to put Trace's.
well, hang on a second here. This is the freest way that we can make this happen, okay? I don't want to do any more supers. There's Jeremy's link, and then there's Trace's link.
Trace, you want to see something crazy?
If we can get them to their next milestone of followers on Twitter. So Trace has got to get to 1,300.
Mitch missed.
And then Jeremy
Did he punch you? Dude, was that what that was?
has to get
I
to
heard like a thud.
Jeremy has to get to 2,400. Trace has to get to 1,300. If we get to that Twitter mark, you get another 30 minutes live here on the Raiders Report. If not, the guys are going to go home. Or I'm going to go home. And that's on me. You know, I got a
was gonna say,
family
you're going to
thing.
go home regardless because you have an important call.
Yeah, I can't miss that one. I'm going to be honest. Can't miss that one. Tuba. Let's put them up on screen real quick.
Tuba.
Also, wait a minute. I forgot to tell you this. Hang on, I'll slack you right now. Dad, hope you're watching.
Oh, yeah, you did say. Really?
Really? Dad, I hope you're tuned in.
Hope you're tuned in. From the boom in. Gonna groove in.
So is this to add on to...
Go New York, go New York, go! Go New York, go New York, go! Alright, I got a deal for you. If someone sends in an $83 super chat before that hits 23 minutes, I'll do a beer shot fund for the nation.
Beer shot fun.
83. Has to be exactly 83.
80.
Not 82.99. Not 83.14 wild one. 83.
All right, I got a better deal. $100 super chat.
No, it has to be 83. That's the bit.
$100 super chat, because F. Darren Waller. I will race Marshall in a beer shot fun race.
183. We'll do a three-way with Chuggs.
We're still talking shot fun race, right?
My shot fun.
Wow.
Shot fun and yours.
Tuba, real one for life since 77. Grew up in Bourbonnais, Illinois. Bears camp years after I left. Long story, but RIP to my father letting me get Raiders jacket on a rack of Bears gear because my eyes lit up. No turning back.
I'll tell you
That's
what.
cool as fuck. Oh, that's cool as
You're
stuff.
okay. At this point, we're okay. You want your energy drink? I don't miss. So, I'll tell you this right now.
Hits the belly button every time.
Oh, dude. Alex's spine got it locked in.
Oh, you're not a hair guy?
No, I'll be honest with you. I haven't pulled out in 3 years, but
Oh, God.
Jesus, you don't. How many kids do you have?
well, luckily there's a little thing.
Also, Trace, we're gonna need you to drink some more of that margarita if you can,
Yeah, do you want some margs?
because this one's coming in from Bang!
Woo! Somebody tell Grams. Don't do that. Don't do that. What if I told you? Have you ever had a dream? To be honest with you, I don't think I want that. That's scary.
That's scary.
That's terrifying. That is terrifying. All right, a little margarita, and then after this, Simon, we got to show the brand new MVP. I think so. To be honest, I have yet to figure that out. If you just want to. Oh, really? Okay. Well, so here's the thing. So, Sean, you mentioned something about you giving the boot to my dad. Oh, you got it. So, Sean, you mentioned something about giving the boot to my dad. My dad is telling me that he wants to add to your total. So, because I make the rules on this show, my dad's Super Venmo is going to add to Sean Martinez's total. However, Sean, if you want to keep the headset, it's yours. But if you want to donate it to my dad, it's a possibility. All I need you to do is let me know down in the comments. If you want to keep it, it's yours. If not, it will go to my dad, the first headset I ever had. So, with that being said.
Oh, is this what it's like to be a champion?
Yeah, you got it. Honestly, you can leave it on the entire time. You ready? So, for the first time ever, this one's rolling in from Richie Renz Bang! So now the new MVP total is 650.
Richie sent that for Sean. But then Sean is giving it to Richie. The headset.
All right, so they're just battling to see who actually. So neither of them really won it. They just want the other person to have it.
No, Sean wants to give it to Richie.
So
Richie is adding on to Sean's total.
Can we get some Richie Bangs in the chat?
Bang, Richie, bang! Bang, Richie, bang! Bang, Richie, bang!
Also, Alex said hello, and she told me.
You on your way home?
No. That's not it at all. She wants the nation to make me drink more margarita. So we're going to go for the final 20 minutes of the show. Every hundo is going to be.
How about every 10 is a marg shot?
Oh, boy. Every 10 mark shot? All right, babe. You got it.
That's actually perfect because this one's coming in from Brandon Jasper.
Brandon frickin' Jasper, man. What a legend. What an absolute frickin' legend. Also, whoever wins this boot, it's going to have my dad's name on it. First time ever.
Oh, wow.
Hopefully I can, you know what? I'm just going to put Renz on it, Dad. Hopefully you don't mind.
Daddy.
Well, then we might think it's Borelli.
Yeah, I mean,
That's true.
yeah,
Well,
I can't.
That's my dad.
Well, that's what I mean.
That's my dad.
So I said
Oh, yeah, brother, are you gonna hit the crawfish boil with my mom?
I'll tell you what, that would be elite. When's the crawfish boil? Dude, I'll tell you this right now. Borelli, if you'd be down.
You wanna come to a crawfish boil?
Borelli, I'm not even shitting you right now.
You can take the live there.
Would you be down to come to Dallas for a weekend? Crawfish boil at Trizzy's.
We can do it at the new crib. We can do it at the new crib.
My crib?
My new crib.
Okay. I was just saying. I don't have a spot.
No, at my spot. I'm moving into a new crib in downtown.
In downtown? Okay.
Just like Mitchell Renz. I'm going to be a baller just like him. So, we can party it up.
Hey.
Am I getting levels?
No. Borelli, if you're down, you give me a date that you're coming into Dallas. We're going to clear our schedule. You, me, Trizzy, Trace, and we're having a crawfish boil. For Alex, bang Mitch, drink up.
Wait, are we still talking about the margarita?
From Scheffler.
That's the important part.
For Alex, bang Mitch. Yeah, I'm down with that.
Yeah.
Honestly, I could be on board for that.
Congrats.
After all these margaritas, oh, dude, I'm fine. We're good.
John said, and I quote,
I'm down to clown. All right,
Oh,
Borelli.
I love to clown.
If you got
Not
time,
to clown, not to frown. We're going to turn our night up.
Get down with the sickness.
Borelli,
You best not get up. Come on, get
get
down
your
with the
ass to
sickness.
Dallas.
Where does Burley live?
He's Cali.
He's Cali? He's a Cali guy?
California love.
Yeah, I'll tell you this right now. How far are we? We're probably still pretty far away from Jeremy and Trizzy.
Have you ever had a shot?
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to get there, guys.
Have you ever had a dream?
Have you ever had a dream?
Have you ever had a dream?
That you want,
Oh, man. Robert said, no mailbag today. Robert, I'm going to be honest. Okay? I had every intention of doing a mailbag.
Not execution.
Problem is, you can blame everybody else. Everybody else, because I'll admit, though, if you still want to get your questions on the show, #Raiders. I'll always answer questions. They might be a little bit off the wall. Hannah, I'm always Manscaped. I got my long Zon jersey on today. If you still want to get questions up on the show, you can use #Raiders to do it. Absolutely a possibility. Send us off with a margarita long boot. Wow. That sounds literally terrible. Literally terrible. Dad, I will admit though, if you win, I need you to send
Robert's been trying to ask
my
this
address.
question for
Your
days.
address.
And Robert, I'm sorry. You're not trading for Quinnen Williams.
Yeah, that's not happening.
You're not trading for Quinnen Williams. You're going to give up more than it's at least a first round pick, a first and more, and he wants a new contract to make him at least 4 years, $90 million for Quinnen Williams. You don't have the money. You're not giving up the draft capital.
Well, you might have the money, but the problem is, would you be willing to spend that first round pick that gets you Quinnen Williams, where if this season goes bad, that puts you basically totally out of the equation to get a top quarterback next season? I say no to that.
I don't think. I mean, you might have the money, but it would be literally all of your cap if you're going to pay at least $92 million over 4 years. That's like
the Raiders. If they move on from Renfro, okay, because right now they're about, after getting all the rookies, they're at about 10. Get rid of Renfro, you're about 21. The way the Raiders have structured contracts, I would imagine it's a little bit lighter in the first season, so let's say $17 million, and then you go a little bit heavier, and then a little bit heavier. So you do all four of those things, and they might backload it, get some more guarantees on top of that. The problem is with that Quinnen Williams deal is you essentially put yourself out of the equation to get a Caleb Williams or Drake May.
And Robert, let me know what
That's tough to me.
linebacker, corner, DT, or O-line that you would sign in free agency. I don't think there's really any that you're going to sign that's going to be a impact starter for you.
I would say linebacker, you're probably looking at, realistically, Rashaan Evans. Cornerback, I'll go with Marcus Peters. Defensive tackle, Mike Iondis is the name I'll keep bringing up. Offensive line, Dalton Reisner. However, I would avoid Dalton Reisner. But,
there you go.
hey, it's just me.
Martin.
Did everyone sign today? Last I heard, 4 hadn't signed, including Meyer and Bennett. From what I understand, you're correct. All of those names, Michael Mayer and then also Ja'Cory and Bennett, have not signed yet. John Borelli. The Raiders had a good draft.
3 or 4 years, he's going to be like a top 5 tight end in the league. Like, easily.
Guarantee
He
you.
reminds me more of Mark Andrews.
Guarantee you in 2 years, he's going to be better than Darren Waller is.
I don't think it's a bad take.
If you told me, so the Raiders' contract with Waller's got 4 more years on it. Michael Mayer and his contract for the next 4 years, because he wasn't a first-round pick, Michael Mayer compared to Darren Waller over the next 4 years, taking money, you take money out of it, Michael Mayer would have a bigger impact than Darren Waller.
Well, also,
100%. Cannot prove me wrong.
You'll actually trade Hunter Renfrow.
Renfro's gone.
He's gone.
He's
out
gone.
of there.
He's gone.
Where's he headed? He's not headed to New Orleans.
He might be a Saint.
He might be, but we don't need him.
You might not need him,
We don't like.
but I could see Derek Carr. So I heard from a source that Carr was one of the biggest persons out there. Like, we got to go get Renfrow or Foster Moreau. So I do think when Carr was at his best, it was Renfrow, third and Renfrow.
Okay.
I do think Renfrow could go there.
Okay.
And that could be an interesting thing for Jarvis Landry.
Jarvis isn't under contract.
Still
He's a
not?
free agent.
Oh, he's still a free agent.
Yeah.
Shit.
He's a free agent. See, because the Saints, they have some young guys from last year. They got Foster Moreau now. They got Juwan Johnson as a pass catcher. There's a lot of pass catchers on that roster. I mean, I'm not saying that they couldn't. I could see it happening, but
Okay.
I'm just trying to, like, what other teams do you think could be, like, could he end up?
Minnesota.
Ooh, I kind of like
An
that.
Adam Thielen
I
replacement.
kind of like that for Minnesota.
I could see that. John, if you drink tequila, drink Fortaleza? That Fortaleza? I know I didn't pronounce it right, but hey, it is what it is.
Dude, have you ever had a...
Also, 23 likes away from a wheel spin. Can we get
And John,
one more wheel spin?
I don't think we're gonna be able to extend it. We did it for Twitter follows.
Yeah,
It's not even close.
it's not even close.
Have you had a Mezcal Old Fashioned?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I had one last night for the first time.
Yeah?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
All right. My final offer is this. I'm going to send you guys a message real quick here. I can't figure it out.
I love how you close all of them
All right,
except for Jim.
Trace.
That's
Oh,
so
dude.
funny.
I only message Jeremy
No,
when I do this
that's
shit.
hilarious.
Trace.
I've never seen
You can only use one condiment for the rest of the year.
Okay. One
What,
condiment.
what are you choosing?
So, first, I think what's important, we establish the condiments. So that includes sauces as well. So I can either get
What condiment isn't a sauce?
No, so like I'm saying, like, is it like, do you want like a lettuce or pickles, or do you want or like is ranch? Because I would say ranch. I'm taking ranch, like good ranch.
That's your condiment.
Yeah, you put it on anything and it tastes good. Or is Cajun seasoning a condiment, or is that just a seasoning?
That's a seasoning.
All right, so Jeremy just gave me the thumbs up. This is going to be the final deal here on today's Raiders Report. I got to go no matter what in 9 minutes. I got a family call with Alex. I'm introducing Alex to my family. They've already met her, but it's as a fiance. So this is what's going to happen here. If we get to a boot, we are $500 away from a boot. I will do the next boot, okay? Lock it in. I will do the next boot. If we get to the next boot, you get another 30 minutes of Jeremy Chuggs and Trace live here on the Raiders Report. If that's what you want, you will get it. If not, bon voyage. Have yourself a hell of a weekend, and I hope that you kicked it off the right way. But that is my deal to all of you right now. So, with that being said, every single $100 super chat that we get, I'm down for a beer bong. You down for a beer bong race? Every single one. Beer bong race. Trizzy, Trace, and I, a John Borelli legend of a man,
Robert said
We're doing it.
Sauces are not condiments.
They are condiments.
Yeah.
Oh, Daniel, I'm talking like faded. That's where I'm at right now. But we're putting our bodies on the line today. If you want Jeremy Chuggs, Trizzy Trace, happy hour extended by 30 minutes, that's what we got to get to. We are 500 away. So I think it's a good time to do a little tune o'clock. Every single $10 super chat that comes in, Saki, I'm down. $10 Sakis. $100,
Sake.
$100 beer bong races.
Oi.
Shout out to Daniel Lopez. Shout out to all the real ones right now in the chat. I walked in today at 9 and I was done with my day.
I came in with all my.
When did Tex leave? Did Tex leave?
Oh, he's still here? Does Tex have a heavy flow?
He's been creeping.
Hey, Tex.
Real quick. All right, so on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being light flow, 10 being very heavy flow.
Oh, God. I know where this is going.
Where would you go?
What do you mean?
Well, in terms of things that you've picked up off the gym floor, light flow, heavy flow, 1 to 10.
Light flow.
Light flow?
I had to pick up a heavy flow object that starts with D, and it was gruesome. Looks like the scene off the Red Wedding from Game of Thrones.
Oh, man.
God.
Oh, no. Oh, no. PG says sake.
Oi.
I'll tell you what. Steven, cheers to you, my guy. All right, here's the deal.
Oh, we actually have 2 super chats.
Let's keep
You'll
going
think
through
this
some
was
supers.
funny.
Howie, use Manscaped to present your corn the long way, Mitch. I'll tell you this right now. I wouldn't present my corn the long way any other way. And if you don't think that it gives you an extra inch, if you got a bush, okay? I'm telling you this right now. You got a bush, get rid of it. It's going to look a lot bigger. I'm just telling you. PG, Drink Bros, and Raiders!
Also, I'm never going to not say there's a chance with Raider Nation.
Okay.
There's always a chance.
Artino, are you still watching?
There's always a chance. But in the event that we don't extend the show,
Okay.
there's 2 Chat Sports watch parties going on tonight.
That is correct.
Knicks Heat. Borelli, I know you'll be there for Warriors Lakers later on tonight. If you want to help us out, help out the company, go check it out. You don't have to watch the whole show. Go check it out. Go peep in. See what they're all about. If you like it, stay. If you don't,
Please.
go somewhere else, you know?
Seriously.
Go check it out. They have a good time over there. And this is a little trick of the trade for you. And Borelli, you know. Raiders, because we have a crazy fan base, because the most insane nation out there, our prices are a little bit higher.
Correct.
So if you go over to the Knicks Heat stream,
It's a lot cheaper.
the Warriors Lakers stream, a lot cheaper.
A lot cheaper.
They're doing shot fun races, shots.
For 50, shots for 10.
Yes.
So if you guys want to ball out over there, please do so. Artino, I know you said you wanted the headset, okay? I'm going to try to figure out a way to make something work for you. I know it's a big number right now, and I don't want you to have to do what you have to do in order to get the headset. Shaw Martinez, my dad, they kind of teamed up, and you know we made a special deal for them, and that's probably more on me because of my dad. However, okay, I do have to leave. I don't know what that is over there, but we got 3 minutes left.
This is peak male conform.
to get to 500 more in supers or Venmo.
Or more followers.
Correct. Or
I've
more followers.
gotten 1 follower so far.
So my
Shout out to Hannah.
Oh, dude, it's amazing.
Shout out to Hannah. Gave me a follow earlier.
So here's my final deal. If there's one person out there that sends in a $500 Venmo, okay? Chuggs and Trace stay live for 30 minutes longer. I will do a boot. You get a jersey on the Raiders Report Hall of Fame. And then when Alex and I come back from Cancun, I will bring her on Raiders Report Happy Hour on a Friday. So you get Alex and I, Raiders Report Happy Hour Friday, which means she's got to call off work. You get your very own Raiders Report jersey here.
Shout out to Dan E.
$500 Venmo.
Dan and then the letter E.
It's yours. Robert says, I hope Ron is lurking. Ron already has plenty of Raiders Report jerseys.
South Carolina?
That's the deal. If not, I'll tell you this. From the bottom of my heart, Chuggs, can we get one more wheel spin?
Oh, yeah.
One more wheel spin. From the bottom of my heart.
I do have to, full transparency, I took Chug's slap off there.
That's fine.
Full drink. Because it wasn't Chug slap. It was more like Chug punch.
Yeah.
Spin it.
Or Chug's concussion.
Yeah. So no matter what this lands on, I'll take it for hitting Chuggs way too hard. Yeah, that's on me. I'll take it. No matter what. Chuggs is good. Chuggs is good.
I think I'd taste my cheek.
They're already bartering.
Shout out to Buddy Bear, already in the chat at Knicks.
Oh!
You guys are real ones. Well, you guys.
No,
you
seriously.
Shout out to
I'm a
Buddy.
big Knicks fan.
Wait, and like we said, 42 seconds. The show might not go on here, but our guy Marshall Green is going to be live.
I'm telling you right now.
Coming up soon.
I'm boot racing Chuggs if we get to 500.
Boot racing.
Oh.
Boot
So-
racing, you say?
$500 super chat on Knicks. Me and Marshall
All
going to
right,
boot race.
Hang on a second. They
Oh,
want.
Abel said post the link in the chat.
I'm getting it right now. I'm getting it right now. Hang on.
Yeah. I got you. I didn't forget.
Link
about you.
on Knicks. If you guys want to keep the party rolling, it's over on Knicks. I'll admit you will get more bang for your buck, but that's just simply because it's the way it goes. So
And-
because of that, today's show will be done.
Trace, you want to help me one last time?
And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I love y'all. I wish I could stay live longer, but I hope all of you understand the fact that
it's for a really good reason.
I got to go talk to my fam. They're going to FaceTime with Alex and I. It's our engagement FaceTime. And that's just me being real with y'all, right? Like, friends are real. Family is real. I'm effed up right now.
Closing time.
But that's the way it goes.
Open all the doors and let you out into the world.
You guys better go over to Knicks.
Closing time. Turn on all the lights on over every boy and every girl. Closing time. One last call for alcohol. So finish your whiskey or beer. Sam, come sing it. Closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
I got one more thing to say before I go. Check Slack.
I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home. Take me home.
But you know what? There's some times where Raider Nation is just, they're just built different. And I mean, they are just simply built different. Can you go fill that up for me? You might as well just beer. Pick the beer, light beer. And there are times where Raider Nation is just simply built different.
Simply.
But you know what? I made a promise that I said I would do a boot. You'd get on the Raiders Report Hall of Fame jersey list. So the person that did this, send me what you want. Number, color, all the good stuff. Do you want me to wear it or do you want Chuggs to wear it? But I am proud to present to all of you right now. You guys can see the happy hour clock right now. It has just gotten extended because Thomas Cleary bang! I need the big boot. Thomas Cleary will be joining our Raiders Megalodon boot crew, which has only not one, not two, but 3 people on it. If you don't chant spam right now, Thomas Cleary in the chat, you eat corn the long way.
Don't be the guy that eats corn the long way. No one likes that guy.
Where is the Megalodon boot out there? Well, I just need a sticker. I need a little decal. A little bit of a decal. Spam Thomas, Jeffrey, Howie, Refine, Daniel, the dude, Richard Renz, whoever the hell that guy is, Scott O'Brien, Robert Jansen, Josh King, Otis, El Loco, Uno. Martin says that's a baller move, Thomas. That's a baller move. I'll tell you this, though. Thomas now, the amount of soap suds still on this are insane. All right, hang on a second here. Tomas, Chuggs, I hate to do this to you, but by the time I get this boot down, if you guys could, that clock needs to be reset a little bit. Trizzy, make it 35. Well, all right. We're going to extend this time. Thomas. You're going to be me? I like it.
At the bottom of weigh-ins, I just have random weigh-ins that we can go to.
Dad and Sean Martinez. Are you guys cool if I give... What are we thinking here? Tri-Van. You guys are going to make your own deals. You know what? I'm handing it off. Jeremy Chuggs will now be the host of the Raiders Report. This is going to be a good test. A good 20-minute test.
It's a litmus.
If you can handle it while I'm gone.
Yeah.
I believe.
This will be a good testes. Good little testes. You know what? It is, there's still some in there. We're going to have to... Yeah. And they need to probably take this one home.
Oh, I got it.
Probably going to have to take that one home. But Thomas Cleary, you sick son of a gun. You did it. I only bring my chair whenever it is going to be a very long day. Like, that chair capacity for me is about, I don't know how long we've been live. That chair capacity for me is around 3.5 hours.
Shout out to Husker Raider, Tri-Van, and now Thomas Cleary on our Raiders Megalodon boot. 6 beers, 3 beers.
Hefty, hefty, hefty.
All right.
Y'all are such dorks.
Full transparency, the Mega Boot does have mold on the bottom. We do have to clean it.
Yeah, we're gonna clean that. So, I'm gonna do this boot, and then I gotta go, and then it's all Chuggs and Trizzy. Set it from there. Yeah, you're
Getting busy.
If you just wanna, you can pop on. You can do what you want, Trizzy. All right, y'all. Hey,
Go ahead. All right, let's go. Spam some Mitchell Renz in the chat. Let's go. Oh.
One like away from a wheel spin.
One like away from a wheel spin.
A meal spin.
A meal spin. Whenever we do the wheel spin, Trace, I'll be Mitch, you be Chuggs.
Grip it, tip it, sip it. Chug, 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 chug.
I like to drink with Mitchell because Mitchell has a fun. He likes to drink with Mitchell, and then he's done. Hey! There we go.
Great success.
There we go.
There he goes.
Having the time of his life.
Bang!
You gonna take this with you?
Bang! John Borelli.
You want me to
So
leave it
how
here?
am I keeping my son on? Well, guess what? I'm staying until
I was gonna say
6.
you might need it for later.
I'm staying for 28 or 22 minutes.
Hey, we're gonna throw up some questions. We're gonna hang out for another 21 minutes. You
I
know what?
have to leave in 21 minutes without, like, I cannot.
It's your mom's birthday.
It's my mom's birthday, yeah. I love work. I love the Raider Nation, but I got to go take care of my mom.
But yeah, Jeremy Chuggs, Trizzy Trace,
And John Borelli.
Chuggs and Trizzy getting busy. Let's go. My guy Graf is in the chat. Eye emojis. What's good? What's good? Let's throw up a question on there. I'm going to let you pick whatever weigh-in at the bottom.
All right, bet.
It's at the very bottom, just under weigh-ins.
Got you.
Oh, that's a good one. Or
Ooh, let's do this one.
let me
All
know
right.
your favorite snow cone flavor. Mitch,
So-
will you bring me Trace's laptop? Is it just on
It's
your...
in my backpack. Just bring my backpack in here.
Yeah. There we go. Let me know your favorite snow cone flavor. I'm just going to go ahead and use Trizzy's laptop up here.
Bitchin'. I can tell you my password.
Uh-oh. There we go.
Uh-oh. And then it's right. Google Chrome is on right there. You should be able to figure it out. You should be able to figure out the Google, right?
As Brett said, I got the whole internet thing down.
I got the dude. That was so good earlier.
But let me know your favorite snow cone flavor in the chat. I'll give some shout outs.
He said,
LA Crash Dog.
all for the nation. Let's get it.
LA Crash
Let's
Dog.
go.
A frequent flyer on the Raiders Report. He's a real one.
Legend.
He's a real one and he knows it. Let me know in the chat your favorite snow cone flavor. We got to finish some of this margarita off. I got a shot glass. I got some margaritas.
Margaritas.
You know, every...
In the wind.
Cleary and Sean Martinez / my dad.
All right.
Take your shoes
Thomas
off.
Cleary, Martino,
Da-da-da.
and Mitch's dad. MVPs of today so far. MVPs.
Hey! Borelli, happy birthday, Mama G. I'm going to take a picture of this.
Everybody
I'm
who
gonna take
took
a
the
picture of
under in there, you won. It's 540. Everybody who took the under. We didn't know when Mitch was actually going to leave today because he always says he's going to leave and then he doesn't leave. It's the classic. Tell me your biggest weakness in a job interview. I work too hard.
I work too hard.
I'm just too dedicated.
I care too much.
Happy B-Day to Mama G.
Thanks, JB. I took a picture, but I'm going to show her.
Ken Newman, you're a real one. Tiger's blood. Brian Darr saying T-Berry. We talked about this yesterday. Don't know what T-Berry is.
What is that?
Mitch said it's like a minty flavor.
Interesting.
But I don't know if I would want mint with my snow cone. I don't know if I'm mint and snow cone kind of guy.
Yeah. You know what's good in a snow cone is when it's a snowball when you get ice cream in it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's so amazing.
Like an orange creamsicle snow
Yes.
cone. Great.
Elite.
This is another great question. What matchup this season are you most excited for? We have the listicles in there if you want to run through some of the games that we have.
Hey, Rich, Thanks, man. Appreciate you. I'll tell my mom you said happy birthday. Yeah, let's go through the listicles. All right.
John Borelli, blue raspberry, my dude. Brian Darson, not mint. What is T-berry then? Mitch said it's like a minty flavor, I guess. I don't know.
All right, so here's the Raiders' schedule. So week 1, you're headed out to Denver to take on the Donkeys and go play Sean Payton and the Broncos. Week 2.
Out of these games, which one is the most intriguing game?
I like the Chargers game. I really like that Chargers game because Justin Herbert, it'll be a fun one. It'll be a fun game. But that Sunday night game versus Steelers, I think that was also an interesting
I've been waiting all day for Sunday night. Steelers and the Raiders in a primetime fight. Kenny Pickett throwing interceptions. We'll see. That should be a good game. I mean, the Raiders,
Jacobs scored touchdowns all night.
if the Raiders go 2-2 here, I like it.
Yeah.
I mean,
good stretch.
the Bills is going to be the hardest game by far, and it's not even close. It's at Buffalo.
That's tough.
We'll see about this.
Fortunately, though, you have it early, so maybe you can sneak out of there with a win. Maybe you can pull an upset because they just don't have it together.
True.
But then I like this Monday Night Football Packers game. I like that or in Vegas at Allegiant. I love that.
Yeah, we don't know what we're going to get from Jordan Love. Our Bears host is praying, hoping Jordan Love is ass. I think he might be a decent quarterback. We'll have to see.
We'll see. The thing is, there's not a ton of talent around him, so it makes it tough.
They drafted a good tight end pretty early.
Yeah.
We'll see how they do. I mean,
the
Packers have been very lucky with quarterback play, going straight from
where's the water guns?
Going straight from Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
We'll see. We'll see. Jordan Love. And then you also play the Bears and the Lions. You're playing all of the NFC North kind of in this block right here, 5-8. I don't know. And you have 2 Monday Night Football games pretty close to each other, Week 5 and Week 8.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see this Lions game as well.
Yeah.
And then you roll on.
See, Week 13 bye a little later than what you, but I think it's still like
anywhere 10 to 13, the bye is perfect for me. 10 to 13, you want it in the middle-ish of the season.
Yes.
Anything earlier, I don't like it. I don't like an early bye because that doesn't give you time to adjust, and like especially the players get hurt later in the season.
Yeah.
You need that bye week to get healthy. I think Week 13 bye week is a good time for a bye week. And I hate the bye week also when it's like Week 14, Week 15.
Yeah,
because then at that point, it's kind of like later in the season. I like the 13.
Or when it's like Week 6, Week 7.
I hate that. I hate that.
It's so annoying. It's such a waste of a bye weekend. Like, why even have it that early? But Chiefs, you have them Week 12 at the Dolphins, Week 11. Jets, Sunday Night Football.
The most intriguing game for me in this one, I think, is going to be this Giants game. Even though, obviously 10, 11, 12 is going to be a hard slate, especially if Aaron Rodgers is playing well in New York. The Dolphins, you don't know about Tua, but they added Jalen Ramsey this offseason. Their defense should be better under new defensive coordinator Vic Fangio. That Dolphins team could be good. It all hinges on the quarterback play, but 10, 11, 12, 3 good matchups. But before that, if you can get a win against the Giants in the Darren Waller revenge game, Kelsey Plum against Josh McDaniels, who's going to come out on top?
Let's go.
I think the Raiders get this dub. I think they do.
I think the Raiders.
If Michael Mayer's going to show out for one game this season, I really hope it's Week 9, and the Raiders show, hey, Darren Waller, we made the right move by trading you, getting you out of here, because he really didn't seem motivated anymore in Las Vegas. But 10, 11, 12, if you had to pick one of those games as a must-win 10, 11, 12, which game do you think it's going to be?
I think the Dolphins, and I'll tell you why. Because I think the Jets are a tough team. That's a big win or a big game. But if you can go and beat the Dolphins in Week 11, one, that'll probably help you out with seeding for potential playoffs, playoff run. Two, that's a good win to get going into the Chiefs game because you want all the momentum you can have going into a game like that.
Yeah.
And if you can carry over some good momentum and some good juju into the bye week, that is like a really good thing to bring out because then you can come out of the back end with even more mojo. But you have all that, those good vibes, you have that energy, you have that momentum, but then now you're also well rested and healthy. So I think that these are good ones. They have a lot of primetime games this year.
A lot of primetime
Raiders
games.
are primetime express this
We
year.
actually had an argument earlier in the day, and we had a couple different sides of this argument. Is Christmas a primetime game? If you play on Christmas, Monday night, or it's not, sorry.
The nighttime
It's not Monday night. The Raiders and Chiefs are going to be playing midday on Christmas Day. Is that a primetime game? Midday on Christmas. Is that primetime? It's the only game at the time.
I wouldn't say it's primetime, but it's select time.
Because I feel like if you're playing
eyes are on
if you're
you.
playing on Thanksgiving, that's a primetime game. There's only 3 games. If you're playing one of those Thanksgiving games, I call that a primetime.
I mean, all eyes are on you. There's no other game going on. So I actually haven't thought about this.
I think if you're Thursday night, Sunday night, Monday night, or a holiday, it's a primetime game in my eyes.
I'd agree.
And
What about this Black Friday game?
That should be a good one too. I think that's a primetime. I think that's primetime. In my opinion, I think that's primetime. And this last slate of games right here, at home against the Chargers on Thursday night, and then luckily you get the extra time for Week 16 in your matchup against the Chiefs on Monday Night Football.
That Thursday night to Monday night break is going to be elite.
Yeah, and Mitch made a good point. The Raiders have played the Chiefs better on the road than they have at home.
Yep.
They played them better.
This game down the stretch of the season, this is a game you could find yourself in a must-win situation to get a better seeding in the postseason.
Yeah.
Or even potentially just get a better make the playoffs. That's a good spot to have that game at.
I agree. I
like that spot for
and
the game.
You know what?
Is your laptop charger here, by the way?
It is not.
You're at 10%.
Oh, we have 10 minutes. You think we can?
I think we can make it.
I think we can make it.
We can make it.
I think we can make it. We have 10 minutes left. But yeah, I mean, if you watch the Raiders season last year, the Raiders should have beaten the Chiefs in Arrowhead last year.
Yeah.
That was a game that the Raiders gave away. That was the classic. They reviewed the Devontae Adams catch on the sidelines. The toe tap, they didn't call it a catch. The possession, I guess, wasn't all there, but that was a tough one. That was a tough one to swallow. Ooh. We asked this one earlier. It was a lot more lopsided than I thought. I thought it was going to be closer. For this season, would you? Oh, that's a good one too.
This one?
Yeah.
We're doing this one. I gotta see.
Let us know. Craziest thing that's happened to you. We've been talking about crazy stories in the office. My first concert ever. Craziest thing that happened to me. My first concert ever. I go to. It's a rap concert with a couple of my buddies in high school. I was 17, had my car. I drove us all down there. It was in downtown Houston.
Nice.
I get there. We have a great time at the concert. Maybe do things that 17-year-olds shouldn't do.
Yeah.
Get back to the
stay
car.
out past midnight. And,
Of course.
not call back your mom.
Get back to my car.
Drink too much 7.
2 of the windows broken in. This is the craziest thing. Dumb 17-year-old Chuggs. I had my wallet in the center console. Wasn't stolen. The only thing that was taken from my car was my buddy's backpack. His school backpack.
Was there anything in it? Like a lot? Just
Literally just
books
his
and binders.
Books, binders, and his schoolwork.
Some crayons and whatnot.
Literally. Only thing that was taken. What's
That's
the craziest
insane.
thing that's happened to you, though? Robert says everything.
So I've had my car broken into when I lived in Plano. When I was living at my old crib with my parents, we had somebody break into an entire strip of houses in our neighborhood, but they weren't breaking anything. They were just opening the door and just grabbing stuff. And I had my stupid 16, 17-year-old me had my backpack with my school laptop in there. And instead of taking the backpack, they took the loose change, my phone charger, my aux cord, some loose change and cash, and just random stuff. And I was like, wow, I lucked out.
Borelli said he rolled an F-150.
Oh, That's mine. I watched one of my best friends in college flip his Land Rover. I watched him full on roll it.
John Borelli! Bang! Let's see. Martin said, I'm in a music video with Olympic champion Dane Kelly Holmes.
What? How?
I'm going to need some more
What
info
music
on
video?
that, Martin. Let me know what music video. I want to try to watch it and see where you're at.
Yeah, what music video?
Howie Longway said, I would say everything I did in the U.S. Army. I mean,
Yeah.
I couldn't even imagine.
Yeah.
I know, I know even basic training, getting in, the stuff that they have you do, the stuff that they get you trained for.
It ain't no joke.
No. It's, you couldn't pay me enough super chats to do some of those things.
No, $500 super chat would not get me.
You gotta be a different kind of man, and Howie Longway, I appreciate you for being one of those men.
Thank you for your service.
100%.
Thank you.
100%. Let me know. John Borelli said Ish was crazy. Ish was crazy.
All right. By the way, 7 minutes left. 7 minutes
seven
left.
minutes
We're
left.
out of here.
And then we're gone. Let's see. LA Crash Dog. Oh, Howie Longway said one day we were shooting tracers and lit a forest fire. My company had to quickly go into firefight mode and put it out with boots and canteens.
Wow.
That's wild. You're doing some target
That's
practice, and all of a sudden
nuts.
you see a fire over there.
That's nuts.
That is
Wow.
That's nuts and bolts. LA Crash Dog, get some crazy stories after 30 years of military service as a Marine. Oh,
Thank
I
you
bet.
for your service. Thank you
LA
for your
Crash
service.
Dog, I bet. Luis Rodriguez, someone stole all my tools from work. I work at a dealership. They did reimburse me for everything, though. Hey, that's good. That's good, at least. Lord Buddy Bear, split one tree in half and pulled another one out by the roots with my Pontiac. Don't drink and drive. That's 100% do not drink and drive.
Facts.
That's why we have a company Uber. That is exactly why we have a company Uber.
Company Uber is 5-star rating, for sure. They love us. We tip well if you're an Uber driver in Dallas. Come hook us up.
Oh my God. So all transparency, my fiance, she's at a bachelor party. Not her bachelor party. She's at one of her friends' bachelor parties. Out of bounds or not out of bounds? Her friend's mom is at the bachelor party. Bachelorette party, sorry.
So, is it the bride's mom?
The bride's mom at the bachelorette party. Out of bounds or not?
I'm going to say, I'm going to cop out and just say, it depends if she's cool. If she's fun as shit, fuck yeah, why not? But if she's not, if she's not cool and she can't hang and she's just going to be, annoying, then no, it's not fun. But, sometimes moms can be fun. My mom would be a lot of fun at a bachelor party or bachelorette party.
Oh, wow, we have some more crazy stories coming in. Aggressive master raider. Base in Afghanistan got attacked around midnight. Never forgot that night. I mean, I could not
Wow.
imagine being sound asleep and getting woken up to something like that. That would be
That's nuts.
insane. Raider Nation assisted my wife in giving birth at home.
Wow.
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 Was it like a bathtub? Were you was it planned? What were you planning on giving birth at home, or was it it's coming?
Oh, no, yeah. No, it's
that's
like Ricky Bobby, you were in the backseat, you just had to hit the brakes.
Oh, wow. Eric M., ex-wife hit one of my neighbor's cars and then blamed it on a friend. Well, that sucks.
Wow.
Sean Martinez had a standoff with North Korea. I know the North Korea-South Korea border is crazy how it's
tense.
worked.
I know
It's literally
tense.
like soldiers on either side, stare down, standoff,
They
24
are
hours a
sitting
day.
there all day waiting for one of them to take a step, and then it's.
I mean, I've
Let's
seen
go.
videos, but I doubt the videos do it any kind of justice, Sean. I mean, that must be, you could cut the tension with a Kamikoto knife.
Yeah.
The real ones know.
That's good.
The real ones know.
That's good.
Raider Nation planned on the bed covered with plastic sheets. A lot more nerve than me. I don't know if I could do that if I was fathering a child. I don't know if I could.
I don't have
help
the
the birth.
medical knowledge and experience to do that, so I'm good.
Renee cracked my head with a handicap sign during military training.
What?
Let's see. Martin said the India-Pakistan border. Oh, I know. Those two countries not fans of each other.
3 minutes remaining. 3 minutes remaining.
Tri-van squirrel chewed through main power supply to my house, sending 220 volts through Oh, wow.
Gee.
Holy crap. Did, like,
Is
anything
the squirrel
explode?
Okay? Is the squirrel okay?
Oh, I'm guessing the squirrel.
I'm sure that thing. I would say, you ever seen Christmas Vacation, how the cat got fried?
That's what I was thinking. Yes. Christmas Vacation. Still waiting for them to put out the Hanukkah version of that. We'll see if it ever comes.
Yeah, National Lampoon needs to figure it out, man.
Madman Raider, my mom was born in the backseat of the grandpa's brand new Ford on the way to the hospital.
So that was like Ricky Bobby.
I want to go fast. Robert Jansen, continue to watch this without Mitch. LOL.
Oh, I'm going to make a question.
I mean, we're just having fun. It's happy hour. We're just all guys chilling. Tri-van said all the light bulbs. Dude, could you imagine just chilling at your house? You're making dinner. You're doing whatever. And, no, we don't have to ask that. Imagine chilling at your house. You're at a relaxing day. And all of a sudden, all the light bulbs in your house, I mean, holy crap. That would be insane. John said, Mitchu, my son's on board. Oh, my God. Y'all are too crazy. Otis Bailey went to war in Mosul, Iraq from 04 to 05, was an infantryman with Deuce 4. Thank you for your service, man. That is crazy. I mean, I know you've been in the military. You probably have some crazy stories. Crazy. I mean, Tri-van, that story about that stuff, I literally, and Madman Raider just said that's some exorcist stuff. I would think that there's a demon in my house if all of a sudden all the light bulbs in my house shattered.
I'd be out of there.
We got 37 seconds left.
Oh, no.
We still have some of this Japanese margarita. Every super chat that comes in until we end the show, we're going to do... Oh, that's not right.
Yeah, no, I'm fixing
every super chat that comes in, I'm going to take a little sippy sip of this margarita. Let me know. Oh, yeah. And John Borelli, thank you for all your service. Let's get some salutes down in the chat. Let's get some American flags.
USA.
Or Martin.
USA.
Martin in there, get some England, Great Britain flags in the chat for you. John wants to know how much to chug the margarita. To be fully honest, this is going to F me up so hard. It'll be a lot to chug it. But I might bring this over to the Knicks. I might leave it for some of the guys later, some Warriors-Lakers action.
Yeah.
I know, as I say that, Chase Senior popping his head in. John Borelli's ready for some Warriors! Taken on by my man, Chase Senior.
Did you forget my name? Did you forget my name?
Chizzy Chase?
I was going to say Chase and Trizzy.
Okay.
But you're not Trizzy as well.
No. Me and Rolly.
I was going to say Chase and Trizzy on there, but I didn't know who was producing for you.
Rolly.
Chase and Rolly getting
unholy.
America! Fuck yeah! Chase and Rolly getting unholy. John Scheffler, Chase, get ready to drink tonight. Yeah, Chase is going to get effed up. He walks to work, so
yeah.
He loves whenever people go to the streams and F him up a lot. We're about at the end of the show. I want to say thank y'all for rocking with us. Y'all wanted the extra Raiders happy hour, and you brought it. Everybody, shout out to Thomas Cleary, a.k.a. LA Crash Dog in the chat, putting his USA flags in there. Shout out to Trizzy Trace for staying a little bit late. I know it's his mom's birthday, but he said the party must go on. My dad said yes. My mom's birthday, but my dad wanted me to stay.
Tri-van!
Tri-van. Oh, there we go. We can pop that up on the
Yeah, we'll pop that up. And
on
then
the
we'll
on
head
the
outta here.
screen.
Drive.
Oh, go ahead and throw the Mount Raider more. There's a sticker on there above it.
Yeah.
How about a shout out for my son Tristan back from the Air Force? Let's go!
Let's go!
Tristan. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service, Tri-Van, to the Raiders Report. Always being a real one. Obviously, he's a member of Mount
Thanks,
Raider
dude.
more, and there's a reason for that. Because he bleeds silver and black, he supports the channel, and he loves Raider Nation, and that's what he does. He's a real one. Thank you, Tri-Van, once again. And thank you for all being here with us. Me and Trizzy love hanging out with the nation. We love having a good time, and we love Raiders Happy Hour every Friday here on the Raiders Report during the offseason. If you want Raiders news, rumors, updates all offseason long, subscribe to the channel. If you already did, send it over to a couple of friends. Me and Trizzy are heading out of here. Reminder, we have a Knicks and Heat live stream going on right now. They're over there. Chase, he just came in. He's getting ready for a Warriors-Lakers live stream going on later. John Borelli, I'll do one for you real quick. I just saw you in the chat. Thank you, my good sir.
Thanks,
Everybody,
John.
pray for my Warriors, Chuggs and my son. Great job. Thank you. If you want to keep the party going, go over to Nick's. Go give them some super chats.
Go show him some love.
He's working hard over there. He's really nervous right now. Nick's in an elimination game tonight against the Heat. Same with the Warriors later with my guy Chase Sr. But this one's for you, nation. Peace out. Thank you all. And hey, keep it real. Silver and black out. Let's go. Woo!